is up, buds? Welcome to WeeDnD, the pot positive live tabletop role-playing experience. I am your dungeon master for the night, Brandon Allen McClanahan, but my buds call me Bam, and they call me often. Thank you guys so much for being here. We had us a nightmare scenario where about 30 minutes ago, all the power just turned off in the building. So just the warm glow of the cameras was keeping us company. But luckily, hey, the power came back and we get to do some WeeDnD tonight. I am so pumped. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about, but I'm gonna go ahead and just start off with some introductions because we got some new people at the table too. So first, I'm gonna pass this magical energy over to my girl, one of the best in the game, the wonderful, the fantastic, Brenna Folger. How you doing, girl?
What's up, motherfuckers? Hello, Brenna Folger here. You guys know me as Big Ales on Wii, your Cuddleforge monk, your sweet little teddy bear. I am a teddy bear. I am whatever you need me to be, and I am here for you. We are part of the helping committee. I'm so excited to have a new friend here today. I miss Nicolaj so much, and I hope she's having safe travels and all of her stuff. But I'm very excited for this friend here. So I was trying to think of something that would be fun to talk about with this one here, and I think my favorite Batman movie is Batman Forever. How about you, Drew?
Wow. Stole mine right off the bat, huh?
We just have great taste. We just have great taste.
What's
It's
up,
an honor and a
buds?
privilege.
Drew, Lucy Lamore, I got some splaining to do. Yeah, having a good time. Getting high, dealing with the power sitch. You know, it's gonna happen. Powers that be, but we charged that motherfucker back up, cleared it, we're back on. Forever is just awful. It's awful. Honestly, I'm because I'm old. I have to go with the original one. I just love Nicholson and Keaton.
Yeah, bro.
It's just too good. And fucking Jack Palance.
Jack Palance.
You are my number one guy.
Wow.
Oh, so good.
Oh, we got the wows fixed. Those weren't working up until now.
Nice.
That's great.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. There it is. Excited to jump back in. I'm curious what this guy has in store for us, though. Good old fella Ferrari.
Yeah, thank you, Drew. My name's Eric Angel. Super excited to be here in WeeDnD land and play with you all. Am I allowed to say my character's name? Or
Yeah, totally.
Okay, yeah.
Walk us through it.
I'm gonna be.
Don't you dare say your character's name. Eric, we went over this, Eric.
You can't do that here.
I'm sorry about Eric.
Spoilers.
So we don't do that here.
I'm gonna be fellow Ferrari. He is a sorcerer chef. I'm very excited to play him. And as favorite Batman movies go,
Yeah, baby.
I mean, I don't want to choose. Like, I feel like we can't choose the same thing.
We can. You can just continue talking about how great of a movie Batman Forever is.
But I do love Returns. Returns has a special place in my heart too. You know, very cool stuff with Michelle Pfeiffer and stuff like that.
yeah.
You know.
Very
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That one was very.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, is that how you describe it? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was very awakening for me.
Excuse us, everyone. And it started Batman the Animated Series, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Much,
so-
yeah.
But you know, the Batman animated series is probably just like the best Batman.
It's the best.
Yes,
100%
for sure.
the best. Yeah.
And I think we can all
Yeah,
agree
rest
Mark
in
Hamill is
peace.
the best Joker.
Definitely. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, that one's just like, I think that gets used so much. Like I remember even when The Killing Joke got made, they just did it in that style.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that was cool
Why
in the
hasn't
movie.
Mark Hamill actually just played the Joker like in a movie?
He's tired.
I mean, he's old.
tired.
He was Luke
he works
Skywalker.
enough.
Have some respect.
I'm just saying, he's so good as a Joker.
Yeah.
He was a good Joker. That
Well, again,
was.
super excited to be here. But I'm going to move it over to my friend. Same Jake time, same Jake channel.
Got it. Thank you, my brother. My sweet, sweet brother, Eric
Sweet
Angel. Welcome to the motherfucking... We didn't name the table. The game board?
Not yet. We haven't. No.
Game board.
Game board.
The board.
We're happy to
man
have
boy.
you. I love
Man
you.
board.
I love you guys, and I love you, buds. Jake Taylor here as Zymark Ivrekla, the Inquisitor, the level 7 Necromancer, and Batman movies.
Of Lord of Lost Time just brought up the Arkham series bat, and I do love that
Very
whole
good.
series.
Really
That whole game is solid.
Yeah, solid for sure.
Lord of Lost Time.
Lol in the house.
I'm just
Yeah.
sending a chat hug.
Yeah.
Chat hug
If
Lord of
you've
Lost
never
Time.
hugged that motherfucker, like
Hugs
that's
and nugs.
Oh, yeah,
His
he's
hugs,
feeling
and that's
better,
coming
too.
from a hug pro. Like Jake gives killer hugs. When they hug
hugs.
together, it's like the room
Yeah.
is hugging around you.
Lord of Lost Time like squeezes the evil out of you.
Wow.
I actually saw him the other day. I was gonna give him a hug. I hope you're feeling better, brother. And yeah, air hugs.
Air hugs.
Chat hugs and nugs, baby.
Yes, yes.
Batman-wise, though, I love me some Dark Knight, but I also just really love the old 60s one with Adam West.
yeah.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Yeah.
Where it's just like the nuns and then the baby carriages and then the marching band and, you know.
I mean, I almost think it's like iconic because like it had like all the villains.
Yeah.
It was almost like somewhat of like an Avengers thing where like we're bringing them all together to defeat our enemy.
To put them over a tank of sharks. Look out!
It's true.
Yeah.
How about you, Batman?
What about me? Holy crap, buds. First off, thank you, Eric, so much for joining us at the table here tonight. We are
yeah.
very excited to have you here. He's quite a humble guy. He's an incredible performer on stage, and we are so happy to have him with us. For me, Batman, I obviously I love them all. Batman Forever does have a place in my heart. I actually like Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne better than anybody else. I
Yes.
think his
Yes,
Batman
I
leaves a
agree.
lot to be wanted, but I did
bad.
love his Bruce Wayne. But I also am a huge fan of what was it, the second Batman with Nolan's What was it, Batman Return?
Dark Knight?
Dark Knight
Knight.
Rising.
Dark Knight.
Or?
No, it's just Dark Knight.
Just Dark Knight, yeah.
Rises was 3.
Yes, obviously the Heath Ledger Joker is just one of those things that as an actor you're like, well, I'm gonna never be able to do that. Just an incredible. I love them all though. I'm like I'm not a huge DC guy, but I love every iteration I've seen of Batman.
His Joker was. I remember when he was cast, and everyone was like,
The two things I
Yeah.
hate about
"Oh,
you.
Yeah.
sure, yeah, the Knight's Tale guy. All
Yeah,
right,
right.
whoa, Knight's Tale."
Brokeback Mountain, not my Joker.
And then
His hair is too long.
rules explained. Technically, Adam West is the best Batman. Jake,
Boom.
you're right.
Technical. We got to be technical.
It's
Thanks for
technical.
being
Rules
here.
is rules.
I did want to
Rules
shout
is
out.
rules.
We've got some awesome people in the house. Goku, Superhero, Evolving Shadows, Dave Clark, 5 Lord of Lost Time. Obviously, like some of the cornerstones of our community. Sir Mordigan showing up in the house, ready to rock as well. I see Gus, 2 Blunts, Langley. Wow, 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 wow.
Lighters up for Gus.
Gliders up for Gus Langley,
Lighters.
another former cast member of the show. Obviously, Dickens Tangleface and Divot, the now death in Ganjari. So his presence is always felt. Hunting the Boojin, thanks so much. Upgrading on Patreon. I just want to thank you guys so much for being here. Obviously, like it throws a huge grenade into like show preparation when suddenly all the lights turn off. So I apologize. I'm a little scattered, but I feel like it's just like seeing you guys and seeing everybody here at the table. It's just kind of bringing me together. So we did have us kind of a crazy weekend. We were lucky enough to go to this. It was wild. This WeedTV event. WeedTV is a website online that is basically a landing point for people that are high. We felt that our two, vibes kind of matched, and we were lucky enough to be invited to this cool event. It was a 3-day event. I ended up going out all 3 days, but we had the whole crew there day one. Yeah. And man, it was wild. Yeah. Favorite points. What was your favorite points day one?
I loved. So it was a lot of peopling. I think we all talked about that because like it's a lot of being on, at those kind of marketing events, and everyone was so nice.
Yeah.
So that made it
super
really
nice.
that made it really easy. And we got there early. Like we got there super early, which made it like easy for us to just be there and then like leave when we wanted to leave. But you guys came back all 3 days.
We did, yeah.
I think one of my high points was, well, not only was it very fun to sit and talk with people and like meet all these fun new friends, then the second day, I couldn't go because I was working some other event thing, and there was a message to like the cast Discord that was like, we're gonna go check out the second day, who's available, and everyone was like, I got stuff to do, blah, blah, blah. So then we just didn't hear the rest from them for like the whole rest of the day. And then suddenly at like a certain time of night, I get the most like cursed Marco Polo from Brandon, and it's just this like muffled, like, it's like, we're in the tent, and it's just clouded, and you hear people going, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and it's just like this, it's like 15 seconds long, and it's like, he looks like he's in pain. I was like, what's happening in there?
There's a longer version I tried to share it on the Patreon media
funny.
channel, so if you're one of our patrons, check out Discord. I believe I uploaded the 1-minute version of that video.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was absolute insanity.
Because this house was like a house that's it's like a house that's private property that's rented out for like what I imagine is corporate events and probably porn.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah.
porn for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I shot a little while I was there. I just thought
Just a little bit of porn.
wasted opportunity. If not,
It's for the Patreon.
yeah. Well, you remember, Jake.
There was like mini golf in the front, like a basketball court.
We were
like,
the only ones cool enough to go play on the mini golf
we
course,
played
though.
mini
So
golf.
that was our vibe. It was cool because it's like we've talked about, this this show. Obviously, we started the show and then COVID hit. So it was like 3 years of just like, oh, we can't go out. So this really was like our first time to be able to roll out WeeDnD Posse. And man, like, it was a hit. It was like everybody, we kept getting pulled on cameras, and we did some really great interviews with the guys out there. Michael Burke, the creator of Baywatch, we spent like most of the time there with, and just talked about all these cool opportunities. So hopefully, coming up here pretty soon, you might see some pretty sweet announcements about some collaborations with those fine people. So yes, the weed tent was 2 guns of those guns you see in videos that you don't think you'll ever see in real life, but they're these giant like weed blowers that have like a half pound of weed loaded in them, and they light them with a torch, and then it blows like a weed whacker, just blows this smoke in your face. We were in this giant tent, and it was like so thick with smoke you couldn't see. And so if you're one of our patrons, go check out that little fun video on the Patron Media channel.
Yeah, it was crazy to watch because they had brought one of those out the first day just to be like, dance in it, and like just dance in the smoke, and we're like, all right, and it just makes the whole area.
Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you, Stidgy and Pilot, for bringing your party. We did Baywatch. Yeah, look out.
Yeah, that was fun.
I gotta give a shout out to Brian. Like, as soon as you walk into this crazy house, there's a crocodile skull with gold teeth.
Yes.
And we're just like, Brian.
It was right when we walked in. It was so calming. Oh my gosh, we got Questline D&D bringing it in as well. Second row. Guys, be sure to throw a follow to our Raiders, man. We super appreciate you bringing our buds this way. So we're having us a little party here talking about this WeeDnD event that we went to this past weekend. What about you guys? What was the highlight of that first day?
Sorry, I was taking it.
I got you.
Thank you.
So I just loved seeing this crazy property. Like you said, porn house, mob house, one or the other.
Mob house.
Either way. But it was such a great venue to have all of us. And we walked in like, wow.
Yeah.
And I really loved just the pool, which is the outline of a lady. Like a little lady silhouette.
Pink lady.
And then, we are very social people. Like we do pretty good. But they had like the little square cabanas.
Wow. Yeah.
And we definitely kind of just
Took over.
Yeah, chilling on them squares.
We locked us down a square for sure.
We found some squares.
Found a good square. What's up, Vancouver? Good to see you, bud.
They were like super like welcoming, and just, man, they took care of us. Like, WeedTV. Love you.
Hell yeah. Just handing out blunts and joints like it was going out
They
of style.
smoked, not one. In my time there, I saw 2 different 1-pound joints.
Yeah.
We're talking this big, this long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
2 1-pound joints.
Crazy shit.
I'm sorry, Johnny Can't Rock. I've never been to a porn house, but I have been to a stabbing cabin.
A stabbing cabin.
It was, we were like, what are we getting into? And then we
Yeah.
walked in, we were like, this is actually super tight. Like, everybody there was really awesome. There was a couple local cannabis celebs there.
Yeah, it was cool. A lot of like DJs and some rappers out there. Like, it was pretty dope. It was a good time, and everyone there, it was a great vibe.
Yeah.
It was, which is just what happened.
That's the thing, right? Like, that's kind of the thing. It's
Bunch
like,
of creatives, no matter what form of art they do, they just bring creativity and fucking energy. And then that's why the guys were there. They're like, we've got money. We love smoking weed. We're bored. Fucking bring us something cool, and we'll just throw money at it.
and we were like, we have something cool.
We're like, we have something fucking dope.
Thanks. Yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah.
So I also wanna ask Eric a couple questions about
Let's hit it
stuff
up.
that he
Get 'em.
does.
Get 'em.
Is that okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey Eric,
Hey,
what's up?
not much, Brenna. What's up?
Do you like smoking weed?
I love smoking weed.
That's
yeah,
really cool.
I do. I don't.
Do you like playing D&D?
I do love playing D&D. Oh my god, it's so cool.
Prove it.
So whereabouts can these buds find you? Like, what's some? Tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Man.
Yeah. Normally I do stuff with my comedy troupe, Bleach. BleachImprov.com, I believe, is where you can find a lot of stuff. Also on socials. All the socials, we're on all of them. We have a weekly show every Thursday at the Vegas Theater Company in the Art District in Vegas. We also have classes and everything like that. We have plenty of opportunities to join us and play improv and stuff.
And smoke weed every day.
And that's what I'm mostly doing. Yeah. Other than that, I like to write too.
Yeah, Eric and I do a sketch comedy show called Never Tie Your Shoelaces in Paris. I was like, oh shit, I'm stoned. It's like 30 plays in 60 minutes. Like we do them like once a year or something. Like,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of fun. And I've also done like tons of cool sketch shows with Eric. So
Yeah, he's a brilliant sketch artist.
he's
Very,
amazing.
Very funny man.
And
We gotta smash bananas.
we
in
did
each
get to
other's
smash.
faces.
I wrote a sketch because it's fun. One of my favorite things about Eric and why I'm really excited that he's like at this table is because we fucking get weird. We always say like do something. We used to chant like do something crazy,
something crazy.
like whenever we could. So like. I had a sketch where I literally it's just me and Eric smashing bananas in our own faces, like to have a weird off, and he was like, yeah, like it was like no, he shoves onions in his. He's incredible.
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's onions in the eyes thing.
Yeah. I rub
didn't
raw
hear where,
onions in
but-
my eyes.
Yeah, he fucking commits to the bit, so you guys are gonna love
So
Eric.
wait till later when Weed&d and onions in the eyes.
Weed&d and WeeDnD.
The Dunyan. That's our finale, the Dunyan.
Yeah,
Weed&d and
I'm
Dunyan.
Dunyans, but
Bloomin' Dunyan.
Dunyons and dragons.
Funyuns.
Dunyans and Dragons!
All right, well,
Funyuns.
welcome to the table, bro. So
Yeah.
we're so pumped to have you.
Super
here.
pumped to be
Welcome
here.
home.
Hell yeah.
Welcome home.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do.
welcome.
I've got some show stuff I've got to do, but then we're gonna like, get high and play D&D. How's that sound?
I can't wait.
Fucking A, dude.
I have
Here.
to take
do
a sip
it.
anyway.
Yeah, man, for real.
Are you in a show? Like a Shakespeare?
I am. I'm doing a show right now. Full disclosure, next Tuesday, we will be dark. I will be in tech rehearsals for The Tempest here with the Nevada Shakespeare Festival. I am playing Stefano, the King's drunken butler, and really having a great time. Phenomenal cast of some of the Shakespearean elite here in town. If you are local or you're passing through Vegas, I believe we open the 18th and run Thursday, Friday, Saturday for 2 weeks starting next week. So. Yes, unfortunately, I will be. It's like from 5 to 9. I've gotten all the other Tuesdays off, but it's like we open on Thursday, so I do have to be there. We are going to be running some reruns and stuff. It's something we've really never done as far as the channel here, so keep an eye on it next week. If you ever want to jump in and see if anybody's hanging out, throw a little of that bud level around. We would certainly appreciate it. So. But yeah, come catch The Tempest, NevadaShakespeareFestival.com if you're interested in tickets, or if you follow me on socials, I'll share the stuff all over there. But yeah, getting me in some of that sweet, sweet Shakespeare.
Yeah, go kiss Brandon.
Yeah, go kiss me on.
Kiss
go
him.
kiss
Go
me.
kiss him.
Kiss
Right
me.
in the mouth.
Everybody knows. Friend mouse.
Right on the mouse.
Do it. Am I allowed to say that as like the showrunner? Like, go kiss Brandon. They'll be like, who's Brandon? I'm Bam. To most of
Tempest
these
is
folks.
really just the temptation
Oh, right. We're
to
your
kiss
buds.
Brandon.
We call you
the
Bam.
temptation of the.
I say that every episode.
That's it.
My buds call me Bam.
My buds call me Bam. So are you my buds?
Titty.
So
Sorry,
kiss
I wanna say
Bam.
first.
Welcome in,
Kiss
Titty Prime.
Titties,
So good to see you.
titties.
Oh, sweet. They ran the Oops All Bards run. Fantastic. Shout out Titty
All
Prime. Runs some
Bards.
games on our Discord channel from time to time. If you're lucky enough to get yourself in one, do it. Phenomenal professional DM and huge member of our beautiful community. We love you so much. So yeah, guys, we've got a couple things I just want to blast through real quick. Again, the power out, man, totally has me like on a different. Like I'm usually coming in like. But I did the sound. The sound. I can only make that sound doing this show. I've tried doing it with outside the context of the show, and I can't. But anyway, it's. Thank you. Bear with me. I love you guys so much. So, and I'm a little higher than I usually am at this point because I was like, well, power's out.
Let's fucking
just
go.
started choking them down.
We like lit candles at the table. We were just ready to
Very
just.
romantic.
There's some
Yeah.
videos. We'll probably be sharing
We'll
some of
post
that.
those videos on Patreon.
Speaking of Patreon, we have one, guys. It is the best way to support the show, help us establish a working budget that we can continue building the show bigger and better every single week. I've dropped 40 of my maps for your personal use. At the Glorp tier and higher, you get the 50-plus original fantasy music soundtrack of WeeDnD. All of our music, for the most part, is created by Sandy Stein. For the show, we do use Sirenscape for some atmosphere and stuff, but almost all the tracks that you hear have been created by one brilliant man, Sandy Stein.
Right.
So yeah, Discord, Patreon's becoming a fun place for us to kind of dump some of the more behind-the-scenes vibes, catch us outside of just the context of this show. Honestly, man, it's just been such a treat. We did a Discord hangout where we played some games and stuff, but we get the most amount of the money you give us gets to us that way. There's some really fun tiers and stuff. Check it out, patreon.com/WeedDnD. I did want to shout out our Boxo tier patrons, which is Director Dude, Ben, and Jennifer McClanahan. Yes, that's my sister. And I also wanted to shout out Hunting the Boojum for upgrading to the Glorp tier today. So I saw that and I wanted to throw it in the show doc as well.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. Check out some of the stuff from that WeeDnD WeedTV cannabis event this past Wednesday. Raiders that brought their people our way. Obviously, we have a couple in the house. Questline DVD brought your DVD. Questline D&D brought your party, and Stygian Pilot as well. Last week it was our buds over at Careful Cantrip. Huge, massive love to DM Dave and their crew. Questline D&D, who you can see has landed here a second time. Discount Bard, Madbird Streams, and Roll For It Pod. We'll be throwing shout outs. Please be sure to follow anybody that does us the gift of bringing some audience our way. We always pass it on with a raid to somebody else in the creative community when we head out. So thank you guys so much. And also sharing that bud love, gifted subs here on the Twitch channel, giving people access to the emotes for our rituals, or when we hit on 20s, we hit on 1s.
We're not a cult.
We're not a cult.
No.
For tax purposes.
It's not. No, it's all about
non-profit,
community over competition.
That's right, Eric. Drink the water.
Yes, drink. Ignore
We're
the
not
bubble.
a cult.
We're not a cult.
Mark.
Just stay hydrated.
But yes,
He's
Micah
so
J. Brick
Drink it for daddy.
and Precarious gave out 5 subs each last week. We are eternally grateful. Precarious is also a huge supporter of the show and one of our patrons as well. Huge shout out to lawofmagnet.com, which is how we're clipping these beautiful mics onto our shirts for the most part. They have awesome magnetic law of mic clips. We love them. You will too. Check them out at lawofmagnet.com. That's not a paid advertisement. I just love those guys, and they were nice enough to let us use these, and they've solved a huge problem for us. And thanks as always to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. Make sure you check them out at Sirenscape.com because epic games need epic sound. It kills me a little inside. I don't know why. I just want different copy for that because it's like, it just makes me feel like a sham. Speaking of being a sham, we got merchandise, baby. We have the WeeDnD merchandise store. Check it out at arthardstudios.square.site or type !merch here in chat on Twitch with a link that'll take you over there. All the shipping is free, so the items as price are pretty much what you're going to be paying for them. We get a little bit our way, and they are made to order and shipped out to you guys. From there, it's all drop shipping, so there's no, destroying of resources we don't actually need. We got a couple really great items. I'm going to keep adding stuff there all the time, but man, some beautiful artwork, cool coffee mugs like this bad boy here, the WeeDnD Nugrats mug.
Yeah, put us in your mouth.
Put us in your mouth. I said your motherfucking mouth.
Delicious.
Wait, I said the part, but usually they bleep. All right. So yes, thank you guys. Check that out if you want some of this D&D swag, swiggity swag. Check us out over there. I did it, guys. I did the I wrote it on the document.
You did your jab.
I did my jab.
You did your jab. Now we get to have
And you
fun.
did the sound?
Guys.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
It's gonna be a
freaking
great
gosh.
night.
Yes,
You did
we
your
got it
job.
all in. Shout outs, Legend of Station. We see you coming in here, girl. We love you so much. Careful Cantrip, thanks for gifting the subs, baby. How deliciously sweet of you. And just shout out to everybody for being here, man. You guys Eric, you ready to play WeeDnD for the first time?
I am.
Well, we do have us a little ritual we like to do around here, guys. Maybe you've heard about it, maybe you haven't, but we like to take a lighter, like this electric green one here, like you got in chat. Make sure we're not going to light any of our friends, family, or household pets on fire and go. Light us up.
Touch my flame.
Let's play some fucking D&D with Eric.
Yeah.
Send me an angel.
Eric Angel is his name.
Send me an angel.
WeeDnD, high fantasy, literally for you and me. So load up bowl and make a roll to take control. WeeDnD.
Oof. Oh, the laugh. Oh, my pipes. You cast an attack. I failed my con save. All right, guys. Holy crap. We got Eric at the table for the very first time. We've got 3 of our all-time veterans here. And we got us a hell of a game of D&D to play. So if you'll please allow me to set the mood. I need to turn the volume down because that made me laugh too much. When last we left the Helping Committee, or THC, they had just fallen through a portal to the Feywild and landed at the doorstep of a bizarre restaurant amidst the untamed wilderness. After having defeated the denizens of the first floor of the Bloodhound Sepulchre and exploring its many rooms, THC destroyed an enchanted statue of the horrific Bloodhound and heard cries from within the shifting stones of the Sepulchre itself. Moving forward into the central chamber of the first floor, they encountered the necrocore that had led them to this horrific sight. It floated at the point of the convergence, surrounded by swirling, chaotic portals to both the Shadowfell and the Feywild. Littering the walls around it were dormant glass shells of other potential necrocores, with souls of the Ghost Slayer Order sealed within, seemingly being called to life as torrents of blood gushed from the ceilings above. As Lucian left to action to save his allies from the horrors of possession he was himself taken control of, and tossed Enra into the Shadowfell, snatched by the shadowy hand of what appeared to be the Bloodhound himself, searing her wings away and dragging her into the plane of shadows. It was then that the floor collapsed beneath them and plunged Pickles, Mark, and Lucian into the Feywild, and at the doorstep of a strange, magical chef. Ooh. All right, guys. We jump back in. Whoa!
Ooh.
Oh,
You guys probably didn't hear that, but it was really funny for us. A little plastic bottle fall there.
Out of my
All right, currently, after this wild rush of the last moments of your life, you swirled through this. Sorry, one sec here. I think I overdid you guys. So, the power went out, guys. I'm just gonna call it.
Oh.
I'm gonna blame it on that. I think I've got it. All right, here we go. This chaotic few minutes that has just transpired, first between kicking in the door, the battle with the necrocore floating in front, Lucian, you seeing the shells of necrocores to be, loaded with the souls of your fallen brothers, but not yet activated or called to their dark purpose. As you try to act upon it, the floor falls away at your feet. You see Enra burning into the sky as a shadowy hand grabs her and pulls her away. The swirling maelstrom of the magic, of the chaos of the confluence of magics that occur at this place, spitting you guys out into a place of total juxtaposition. You look into the skies above you and they're swirling with a purple endless sunset, the clouds multicolored and glowing, but before you, this large tall oak tree, swirling branches that twist toward the sky, and in fact at the very tip of the tree itself, it looks like it's shattered the sky of the Feywild itself.
Oh shit.
And so, as you look up, you can swear, Lucian, with your connection to the brand of castigation, there is still a little fire calling you from beyond that broken glass. The way back which to return to the dungeon, seemingly at the top of this tree. Now, beset in this tree, I don't know why I said it like that.
That was nice.
Thank you.
Bespoke.
But perched upon the branches.
Conviction.
The branches of this oak tree, which stretch up into the sunset clouds, you see this broad trunk base gnarled with winding vines and twisting branches that reach in all directions. You see a sign, the Fellows Tavern, formerly Fellows Pub, is inscribed upon this wood bark that sits by this nearby door of this strange, stunning treehouse structure. You see a sprawling dining area, a terrace that overlooks this breathtaking landscape all around you. It's absolutely beautiful. The smell of cinnamon first, that smell of the Feywild floods into your nostrils, but it is split by the smell of fresh bread and berries that you perhaps have never seen before baking in a nearby oven. You see the restaurant kind of set about in the trees, warm, welcoming, glowing lights, and as we had stated, the window pops open. You see a pot of bread set down. Mark, you notice immediately the frame that is standing behind this pot of bread. As you can see, fellow Ferrari looking out the window. Again, to you, it's been 100 years, fellow, since your last human or guests that weren't fairies. And so you look out the window and you see Zymark Ivrecular, the charlatan, this necromancer that brings people's corpses back at fancy dinner parties that you catered. And so you would actually be familiar, both of your visages, to one another. You're both kind of striking fellows. Since this is the first time we've seen fellow Ferrari, fellow, could you describe fellow for us one more time?
Yeah, fellow Ferrari is kind of like a big guy, kind of like a party dude. Definitely bleaches his hair, that like blonde white stuff, If he had sunglasses, he would definitely wear them inside.
One of those?
Yeah.
Ugh.
One of those? All right,
But yes, you
fellow.
see he's adorned in like a chef's outfit right now even. And you look at the restaurant behind him, you can see like dishes, almost like in Fantasia, like serving themselves on plates behind him as you guys kind of stare and make contact. Pickles, you notice there's this wild energy that kind of crackles off of him, similarly to Amaryllis von Shucks.
Oh, cool.
Like you can smell that wild magic permeating the very air around this man. And Lucian, you're like, here we are in the Feywild again.
Yeah.
So what do you
That's exactly.
Good.
So what happens is we land. I look around. I take it in, and Pickles just kind of has the cigarette still in his hand from before they were transported here. He takes in a deep breath, realizes where they are, and finally just goes, "Son of a bitch! God damn it! Merde! Merde! Merde!
I know.
Merde!
I am not
We
happy.
are back! We are back in the Feywild. We do not know how long we are going to miss life now. I do not understand. Lulu! So Ferrari sees this bear, like this teddy bear, just like losing his shit on this guy on his armor, like just shaking him around next to a familiar face.
No, good fellow. I always remember saying that. Good fellow. The only thing that can permeate this cinnamon is what's coming out of that oven. Good to see you. Why are you here? Where are we?
Let me
Like
see.
the Feywild, like
Yeah, the wibbly wobble, your like natural sense of direction that you have with your keen senses is all over the place. There is no north in this location. The compass within you is always spinning.
Weird.
It must be very weird, especially because, Mark, you have like a very good memory. Have you never been to the Feywild?
not until now. He's getting a little spinny. Fellow.
Oh yes, hello, mother lover.
Mark, your reputation precedes.
Well, we got beef.
It still
You got
gets to
beef
you.
with my boy Mark?
It still gets to you.
He's not lying, though.
It's fine. It's a.
All right.
Mark, are these are these two with you?
Yes, these are my friends. We're missing one, but we are.
We are the helping committee. Pickles and we, pleasure to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you, Pickles.
Yes, we.
Fellow Ferrari.
Yeah, we. This is your establishment.
Yes, it's Ferrari's Tavern, formerly Ferrari's Pub.
What made you change it from a pub to a tavern?
You know what? I figured it would be good for advertising.
I
you
like
know?
that. Yeah, rebranding. I see.
Yeah.
And this is my friend Lucy.
Oh, hello,
It's
Lucian.
Lucian.
Lucian,
Yeah.
hello.
He's the roof of love.
It's nice to meet you. So how, is this like a club for
Men?
what?
No.
The support group?
No,
for-
it's
dude, there's a bear right there.
We
Come
just
on.
like to help people. When people need
Helping.
help, we are here to help.
Helping.
Yes.
We like to help.
There is an H, but the H is silent, I think. I'm not a reader.
I think from Pickles. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Where are my manners? You must be hungry.
We
Always.
yes, we could probably eat.
I
I'm
can
sure.
eat.
I'd love to throw you some little cakes in your mouth.
Fuck
It's kind
this.
of a fun thing I do. It's a game I made up.
All right, sounds
You're
good.
very
Yeah.
polite to ask.
Yes. All right, Mark. Let's get Mark inside. I believe he is a little wobbly from being in
Oh
the
yeah, let's
Feywild.
get inside. Thank
Let
God
us
I
go
have no
inside.
reservations booked.
Oh,
I prefer
Weird.
tavern over pub. Good choice. It works. It works.
Yeah, definitely.
so how long have you owned this place, fellow Ferrari?
God, I feel like I've been here for quite some time. About 100 years, I think.
It's like you're like playing it off, but they're like behind you on the wall. There's like explicit deep cut checks into the wall of like exactly how long it's been.
like
Yeah,
lost
strangely,
it.
it feels like it's been 100 years for you fellows since you arrived at this restaurant.
Hundreds of years.
Yeah. I started as a.
Your tape is coming up.
Oh, sorry.
Just pull the tape. No, you don't need this anymore.
Okay, perfect.
Get out of here,
yes.
tape. You're a real boy.
I came here. This place needed some help. They needed an assistant manager. That's how I started. I'm the one who hired myself, and finally moved up to night shift manager.
Cool.
So you really worked you worked your way up, huh?
Yeah, but
I
my
respect
boss
that.
could be a real pain in the ass.
Is that's you?
That's me. I'm my
Yeah.
own boss.
Ah, self-employed. Nice.
It's nice. So you're kind of like an entrepreneur. 100 years is a very long time.
Yeah.
You look good.
Yeah, you look really good.
Oh, you're just saying that. I know I have a stomach.
I am saying that just to be nice. I'm not very charismatic.
He's
Am I doing all right, guys?
That's the woof of love. Classic Lucy.
It's been so wild. It's been a long time since I heard somebody be blunt. and it feels good.
I'd love to be blunt.
Feels real good.
Yeah.
You say it's a long time. You say it's
You're
been
a big
100
guy.
years?
Yeah, what? You have aged gracefully. Kind
Well,
of.
First off,
I mean, if you told me it's been 100 years, I'd still believe you. But still, for 100 years.
no, thank you. Like, I appreciate the kindness, but last I saw you was 2 months ago. I think my friends here can vouch that Feywild time is a little funny.
Yeah,
is.
we were here for maybe like 20 minutes one time, and then it happened to be a full year, you know?
I get it. You're doing your magic thing.
It's
on
not
me.
a bit.
Okay.
It's not a bit, right?
Oh, no, I didn't.
I don't have the charisma for it.
I get it. I'll stop.
No,
I'll stop
Lucy.
making fun of the mom thing. Just
No, no.
You know.
Her skull is on his shoulder.
No, time is a real son of a bitch here. Like it is how you say bed.
Son of
Yeah.
bad.
So I mean that probably is a lot to learn, but maybe that means that if you decide to go back, you could always you didn't really miss that much time. Unless we get back and it's been a year, I don't even know what the
It could be
fuck's
a
gonna
decade
happen
by the time we get back. Who knows?
I didn't even think about the possibility of going back.
anymore. Did you ever like try?
It's weird because it looks like it's just right up that beanstalk or tree or whatever that thing is coming out of your top of your
We got a
restaurant.
raid coming in. Wow, wow, Thanks so much for bringing your party. Wait, we love you guys. Mwah. So yes, following your time here, you actually have a splintered piece of the broken sky in your possession. And so it has occurred to you that there is this pathway that would, ostensibly lead you beyond the Feywild wilderness, but the restaurant that has been forged for you in this magical place, tended to and brought the most exotic delicacies by fairies that wander these lands. The evening of it's funny being the night shift manager because it is perpetually sunset, and so it's like you're never off. And so it's like
You're a manager.
but in your quest
sick.
to gain this level of mastery over your longtime rival back at the
That's right.
Ramsey. To gain. I'm gonna do a lot of finger gesturing when I play. I watch a lot of Gordon Ramsay. But this Ramsey, this thing that has led you to what led your path this way. It's not lost to you that there's perhaps a way to get out of here. There's even a bridge that leads forward, but it does not feel that it's ready to allow you to pass. Plus, this is the restaurant of your dreams. And so, in this moment, it is your first time with guests as you kind of look around, it's this beautiful, wood carved everything all around you, magical glows from ambient fairy magic and the wild magic that just kind of emanates from you and this piece of the Feywild that you keep on your person. In this moment, you kind of feel that cool breeze, that smell of cinnamon, and then suddenly you realize you have guests. And so, you kind of turn and you see chairs pull out at the grandest table for you as they, basically offer themselves to you guys to sit. But, the doors shut themselves, the windows adjust to the perfect amount of lighting, and you just feel welcome in this, the Fellows Tavern, formerly Fellows Pub.
So this
So
place
do we
is
just seat ourselves or?
The chairs just come out and you just sit in those chairs.
yeah. I guess we can just really sit anywhere. This
like
place
a-
is
Is
beautiful.
there like a specials
Thank
menu
you.
that we can look at or?
Well, I've actually kind of. I made a special menu,
Oh,
and we don't do substitutions.
Were you talking about putting
That's gonna
cakes
be
in
a
our
problem
mouths?
for me.
Oh yes, I was gonna put little cakes in your mouth.
We're gonna put some cakes in our mouths.
Yes.
I was told free cakes in the mouth. They were free. right?
Yes.
well, what is on your special menu?
Well, we'll get to that.
You see, there is a dish. Oh, let me see here. Do I still have the dish? I had a dish for you, but I think I may have deleted it foolishly. What a fool!
Was it the
Because this dish,
You're a
did
good
not
person.
exist.
Don't talk about my friend like that, you son of a bitch.
Sorry, I'm just.
Could I throw Lulu a piece of cake?
Oh yeah.
Can I throw a piece of cake in his mouth?
Directly at his mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
And then just
Eric's
you're gonna
first
be
20.
Eric's
you're gonna
first
be
20.
proficient.
We're gonna cast it.
Roll a d20, tell me what you get.
Put her throw.
14.
14 plus your dex modifier is what, 2? 2 and 1.
2.
2.
Yes.
And then your proficiency. So that's a 19. That hits your AC, right?
Yeah, I have an 18.
Tell me about this cake that you're lobbing over at my man Lulu.
It is a light sponge with a buttercream top.
Oh, buttercream.
Chocolate buttercream.
Chocolate buttercream.
Chocolate.
And it has an aura of sparkles around it.
Ooh.
That little fey magic that crackles, like a firework at the top of the dish. You can smell it and taste it at the same time. There's magic infused in these treats.
Hey, Lulu, Colby.
As you bite into
Dunked.
this, Lucian, you are awash with pure emotion for a moment. It is flavor expounded beyond even the idea of just taste. But as you get rushed by the surge of emotion, you realize that his cooking is actually infused with the very nature of the Feywild. And so, as we have learned jaunting through it, the plane of emotions itself, the land of the fairies, you start kind of rocketing through your own mind at some of these points of high emotion. Lucian, as a little thought experiment, where would you go? Where would Lucian go, awash in the sea of emotions? Something within you that you find, a beach by which to land, a moment in your development, something related to the story at hand, your fallen brotherhood, your leader, your source of magic.
I'm freaking out, man.
Absolutely, you're kind of reminded of your blood hunter trials, where it's like you smoked these grasses and drank these liquids, and it's like that again. It's like your entire spirit is being garbled up and then spilled out on a shore.
Yeah, I mean, that takes me back. Probably just like getting to the the order of the Ghost Slayer and Brandomir, my mentor, just being real hard on me, like, but good to me. He was a good guy. He's a good guy.
So suddenly, because of the mental link that does not connect still to Enra, as she is on a different plane of existence than you all,
right?
the magic still bounces within your heads. And as you guys watch Lucian roll backwards, a little bolt of energy shoots into your forehead as well. And suddenly, you're all kind of standing on the outside of this memory. And you see Lucian, again, kind of spilled out by his emotions on this beach shore in front of him. And with each wave of this multicolored water that washes the shore, you see Lucian age. And he's like a swaddled baby in a basket on a staircase that leads up to the training grounds that you have now seen. Lucian's new order is now the rebuilt version of this location. And so you see a young child left on the steps of this training order of ghost slayers, and you see a man step out, swathed in similar armor to that of what Lucian Lamore wears, fitted so that he can move quickly in battle, and a much more dexterous build, armor that won't weigh you down, emblazoned with the order of the ghost slayer that you see on Lucian's markings themselves. He reaches down and picks up the basket and takes it inside. You're familiar with this kind of mind
free
place.
basket.
Yes. The three of you are currently watching a young Lucian kind of sitting there, standing, halfway between that baby and this moment, standing at the great archway of the order in front of it. What do you three do?
Cool, free basket. I see Pickles is definitely connecting with just seeing the child, like Lucian the child for a moment, and kind of thinking of just the children that he's known in his life and stuff like that. And so, but witnessing kind of the evolution of the evolution. Ha ha ha!
Brenda's running around the studio high-fiving.
I'm really proud of you.
She might be the dungeon master next week after that one.
I forgot I was wearing socks and I almost ate shit like 4 times.
Surprisingly slippery, this floor, yes.
What's the corners?
Yeah, I just have an ultimate moment, and I obviously zen out, and that's what I'm doing in this moment.
Yeah.
Witnessing
And
Lucian as a
fellow,
child.
even you, kind of picking up on this magic that pings to Lucian, you kind of sense that from this small cuddle-forged, teddy bear monk that stands next to you. You can feel that, like, well of emotion, kind of like the end point of this kind of experience. Now you're, like, kind of aware of one in the teddy bear as well.
Ooh, okay.
So, this moment sits. Lucian, you're standing in front of the archway, you guys watching on, and you see Pickles just kind of connecting with him in this moment. But at this point, like a teenage Lucian stands before the order doors. It's open. You all have your own agency. What do you do?
Well, you said there's an archway, so, and I'm in this. So
The same archway that you've seen at the entrance to your training order.
You're in it, brother.
You kind of sit
Yeah.
and look at this space beyond.
I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna look for Brandon there and see if I can find him. I guess if I'm able to connect to this, it's rare that I even think about the past. So yeah, I guess I'll just go with it.
You see as you like push your hand out as if you're pushing open the front door, but as the door swings, it turns into a different door as you walk into the chamber of Brandemir, someone who served almost like a father to you through your training, always a little bit harder on you than the others, but only because he knew you could stand up to the task, but seemingly grooming you for somewhat of a different experience than all of the other Ghost Slayers. There was always an extra level of detail to your training, something that kept you somewhat apart from the others. The reason that Castidian stole your shoes. You weren't, because of the love that you received from this fatherly figure, this Brandemir, there was a little bit of a separation from you and everyone else. So in this moment, you have just received orders. You see your body almost catches up with time to go deal with this merchant Boxo, to go down to Sativan and accept the gates opening. And so you see, Brandemir's kind of sitting at his desk. He looks up at you with a fondness that is reserved for only you. He's a good-looking man in his late 50s. He's trained quite a few young people through the arduous task of becoming a Ghost Slayer. But he looks back at you and he kind of smiles. He's like, "You've got the look of a man who got himself a job."
Lucy's got a job. I'm proud of him.
"How much they paying you?" "Not enough." You see he reaches down underneath and he pulls out this bottle of fine elven wine, pours a glass and sets it down.
Yeah.
"To another day above ground." Look,
Oh, that's so good.
something's coming up. Something big. When you're done with this job, I need you to put a team together. Some of the guys you can trust. The order, something's off. Let me get my ducks in a row. But I think once you return, we'll be ready to do this thing right.
Yeah, of course. Whatever you say.
I don't throw the word crusade around very often, but I got a feeling if we can find that old hag out in those woods, we can fix this unresting problem. Don't let me burden you. Take care of your job. That guy Boxo, he's a funny guy. Good to know. Seems to have been around a while, if you catch my drift.
Whatever you say, boss. Seems like a weirdo to me, but whatever you say.
Lucian, before you go, was I a good mentor to you? Did I help you or hurt you with my attention? Maybe I've had too many glasses of wine, but a man thinks, what am I to you?
Yeah, you've been a great mentor, I guess. You're the only one who ever taught me anything and gave a shit about me, so that's pretty cool. I'm not like a talker, so but this is good.
No, I know. I never really worked on your talking skills.
The one thing I missed. I was taught you were really
Just said,
real
make
well.
sure you tell them you have low charisma. They'll understand.
Don't look so good.
I tell them constantly.
Do you good? I'm glad you remember that bit of our training. It shows you're ready. I am proud of you, Lucian. You should know that.
Feels.
I tested you. And you passed every time. The world sees it. They didn't ask for my best man. They asked for you. I said, well, Boxo. My boy will take care of you. You see he pours another glass of wine. And in that moment, that wash of feeling that admiration, that affection from him, consumes your body as you taste the delicacy of fellow Ferrari's cooking. Like a sea wave, you're all kind of returned to this middle place. You know, fellow, you have more cakes in your hands. You look around. What do you do?
Oh my god.
Wow, brother. That was intense.
That was. Yeah.
Looks like I made it too spicy.
What did you put in that? I mean, it was delicious, but that had a weird affect.
Just simple, Fey ingredients that you find in the wild. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with them. Fey flour. Fey butter.
Fey sugar.
Fey sugar.
Fey cinnamon.
Figs.
Fey
eggs.
Right.
Fey mole eggs.
Fey chicken
Just a
eggs.
bunch of Fago.
Right.
Just put the Fago in there.
Some Fago.
Fey paprika.
Fey paprika.
You guys are killing me.
Fey cumin.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
It's delicious, though.
What I like knowing is everyone that we all hang out with in our military is hot.
Yeah.
A lot of good-looking guys.
I was gonna
Drew
say,
Gall's the
that was not
hottest.
the case with the original order.
Yeah.
Not that many stunners.
There's just like an influx of hotties.
I'm super glad that
Something
I
was
rolled
in the
that.
water.
Especially that Drew Gall. Fucking smoke show. Sorry, that's the cake talking.
So I have all these like little cakes, I guess, in my arms. I look at Mark, and I go,
You like cake?
Oh shit.
how much do I like cake?
Roll for cake.
14.
Yeah, you
Is
like
that what you rolled too?
No, no. I think he rolled a 19 on me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you rolled a 14.
Cakes and pies.
Cakes and
Toss him a cake or a pie.
You
Maybe-
like cake?
I like your cakes.
I like your cakes. I like his cakes. I like your cakes. I didn't think I would, but I love it.
He likes
I
our
love,
cakes?
I love that cake.
Well, I made you burnt meatloaf.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna toss it to you.
All right, since he wants you to do it, get advantage. Roll 2d20 and give me the highest number that you roll.
Oh my god. Here.
2.
Please don't be a one.
All right, one more.
Yeah.
4.
Oh, meatloaf everywhere.
Yeah, Meatloaf splats on the floor next to you, but he didn't touch it.
Okay.
1.
Go on.
It's all right. It's all right.
No.
I scoop it up and eat it.
Damn it, Mark.
You do notice as you're like going.
As
to scoop it
punishment,
up,
it tastes like cake now.
he starts counting out loud, and finally you take a bite. You experience the same sensation, the mental connection and loop. Again, you three are kind of standing, but now switched. Lucian, you experience it like sitting on the outside of a memory. We jump into the mind of Mark as you feel that torrent of emotion. Many pathways crackling through your brain at this point. The relationship with your mother, the relationship with the now fallen Tabitha, the woman, this Auntie Bruja that called against her, that led to her death. You know, Mark, where do we go in the mind of Mark as this wave of emotion brought on through the magic foods of fellow Ferrari, of the Fellows Tavern, formerly Fellows Pub? Where do we go?
This is gonna get weird.
You guys
Oh, fellow. I don't even realize it, but it's my first heist. My first gig. I was still young at the time, but Tabitha instructed me how to be a charlatan. It was my first reading, and I was so proud of the one copper piece I was able to get from it.
Ping! You hear the ting of a coin flipping in the air. You all see this copper coin freezes.
That didn't help.
Just like that, the sound.
Clink.
It stops. You see standing there a younger Mark, not as adept at his fancy, makeup and everything, kind of globbed on pinks at the cheeks, but a much younger man, in a well-fitted suit, not quite giving into the dirt of of Tabitha the way she would go about her presentation. You had your own style. And so, Mark, you see the coin suspended in front of you, the three of you standing once more in that dream space. What do?
That's crazy.
That's so crazy.
I like you. But you're crazy.
Cool.
You hear this horrible cacophony
So
of laughter
weird.
in the back of your mind.
You guys, shut up.
Mark, what do you do?
Am I in control of my young
Yes.
self?
You kind of feel your body out for a moment. You remember how vital your body, was before the ardors of your necromancy magic was laced over it. And you kind of reach out with youth and vigor as the coin floats before you.
Grab the coin, give a spin, right up to Tabitha.
She's like sitting in the back watching you, just like pleased as punch at how well you're executing your task. Yes, your first coin, my beautiful boy. The first of many. I promise you. She tucks it in her brassiere. Oh, wow.
Sweet.
You see this woman, Tabitha, sitting in front of you, even with the 3 days of time that you were given before, the call back to the necrocore, the time you spent with the corpse of this woman who helped teach you the ways of the necromantic magic. You look at her as she was, her body not nearly as rocked with age either, as she sits in the back of this room, almost choosing who to be viewed by. Her finesse in a crowd was unmatched, and it was this flow of spectral energy that she seemed to ride that always enticed you to her. She reminded you a bit of your mother. The mark of now sitting with each skull of them both beside you. The three of you watch as the skulls on his shoulder both turn and kiss him. You see the tablecloth set on a grand ballroom as Mark is standing near the back. He looks over and Tabitha points him on to another guest. And actually in the far corner of the room, you see two chefs.
Oh shit.
Fellow, you were at this. This is a memory you were actually present in. We see a younger fellow Ferrari standing in the corner cooking next to his arch rival, Ramsey. Chopping with finesse. He has these elvish ears that, betray his ample dexterity. And he's cutting against you almost as if trying to put you down in the corner of this memory. Fellow Ferrari was indeed at the first time you were ever a charlatan, bringing up skeletons for fancy people at parties. But here you are, you're all standing in this memory. The two of you now actually have a connection through. What do you do?
Well. I'd rather not be back here.
You hear the tapping of the knife next to you as he gestures broadly with his fingers, even though he's still cutting with both hands.
I wouldn't swing that around like that, man. It's dangerous.
I know I'm wandering around in a memory, but can I help him cook? Can I help fellow cook?
Absolutely.
A little something, if I can bring up some dream zombies. No, dream skellies. No, dream skellies.
All right, but they gotta have
like,
names.
just to, like,
which
muscle
ones are
Ramsey
the
out.
dream ones?
It is yes and chef.
Yes, and chef.
Cool, that will be confusing. Yes, chef.
Yes.
Chef, yes.
Fellow in this memory, you're kind of standing there, and it's strange to have your magics twisted back at you. And you see these two skeletons, skeleton zombies, skellies, form up next to you and start aiding you in your cooking. What do you do?
Shit. Am I both the person watching it and myself
Yes.
too? Okay.
Yes. Feywild, bro. Gotta love it.
All right, you two. I need you in the back burners. Boil some water.
They start boiling up some water. You see next to you, Ramsey's eyes start dousing with sweat as he realizes he's outgunned.
That's right, Ramsey.
Yeah.
You donut! He calls you a donut a lot.
Whoa!
He calls you a donut.
Oh, it's getting real.
Scandalous.
Ramsey, you are overrated, and I am the only one with the cakes to say it.
I overrated.
Yeah. Ooh, big deal. You get compliments from the king. Ooh,
Sick burns.
I don't care about compliments. I care about the compliments of the common people.
He's the chef of the people!
Kiss my whole ass, Ramsey.
And then you hear everybody in this memory, not as it actually happened, chants. He's a chef of the people. And it echoes. Mark, you get the emotion of this moment in his memory
Viva la fella!
as the meatloaf washes down you.
Can you hear the people singing the song of hungry
And you
men?
guys once more are standing in the Fellows Tavern, formerly Fellows Pub.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
That was nice. How do you feel after that one?
Your food was
Emma?
always better than Ramsey's. Absolutely.
Oh,
No,
you don't have
it's
to
not.
say that.
No. It's true. I wouldn't say if it wasn't true. You wouldn't. Ramsey be damned.
You know, it's kind of the reason I haven't left yet. You know.
Haven't left
So-
yet.
Yeah, you know, I just kind of feel like it's some kind of mental block.
Yeah.
I needed to make sure I was better than Ramsey, and I kind of, you know, I guess what you say, you know, stab myself in the foot.
A little bit.
With your cake in my mouth, Ramsey doesn't even know what's coming. You need to prove yourself. We've got you with a helping committee.
Yeah,
We're
maybe
here
this
to
is
help.
what we are meant to help you with, is to show you that. I mean, for example, I have been in the Kush Kingdoms
Yep.
for a few weeks, a month, a few days now. I guess days. It's only been days.
It's been some days.
A few days now,
Yeah,
and
you
I
have
have
like a
not
week
even
and-
I have not even heard of this Ramsey. And we even went to a party and we didn't hear shit about this Ramsey, so clearly he must not be that big of a fucking deal now. And so they've been 2 months.
Clearly. I even know of outside of the Kush Kingdoms, like the Molangton bunch. They've got a restaurant. It's hard to get in. The gate. You really have to get it like
I
could
at
get
the
you
peak
in.
season.
I could get you in.
You've been in the burrow?
Yeah.
You've been to the burrow.
Yeah, I'll
Really?
I'll write some letters, have some pigeons fly them over. I'll get you in.
But you can't do that unless we get you out of here. Let's get out of here.
We'll see. I don't know if I'm ready.
I could kneecap Ramsey for you.
So, Mark, you do actually
just
know.
kill him, probably.
So, Ramsey, 2 months ago, like you said, when he went mysteriously missing after finding out that Ramsey had been appointed to the head chef position for the king, Arathanus Aglethor, 1 month before he passed away.
He poisoned him.
Oh no!
Remember the king died from poison?
Oh, the king did die from poison. Oh, the king died from poison.
Right. Just to catch you up.
and also
The
your
only
do-
thing that kept
also
me
your
going was
dog's
getting
dead.
a compliment from the king.
Oh, well now guess what? You don't have to worry about that anymore.
Also, he forgot to feed your parakeet. It's dead too. Sorry. You should have came back.
Peaky?
Peaky!
Choked on the goat.
Oh, you could bring Peaky back and you can have a little zombie bird.
Yeah, I'm into it. If I go back.
Well, what else could we possibly do for you to be able to help you, convince you, and help you, and convince you to help you to come back?
Pickles, you gotta have some of his cake.
Oh my god, yeah, pickles.
Before we go back, you gotta have some of his cake.
Pickles,
Eat
yeah.
that
What
cake.
if I can help
that
you,
cake.
convince you?
We're all brothers.
Yeah, I'm definitely throwing cake your way, Pickles.
Oh, sure. Roll. Go for it.
Go for it.
Okay.
See what happens.
Oh, jeez. 3?
A 3.
So it just shoves into my face, but nothing happens.
So it does. All right.
Yeah,
so 'cause we have to clarify
it's
here.
fine, yeah.
When Pickles eats,
Yeah.
you put food to your mouth and then it falls, but like in the way it would with a teddy bear,
Yeah.
you then consume it.
Yes.
In this case,
Yeah.
Does it just smash against your face?
It just smashes like it kind of like in my eyes, like it just kind of hits like anywhere except in my mouth. He just misses.
Just misses.
Yeah, and I'm just covered. So give it another go.
I'm still laughing. I'm like, there's nothing like a pie in the face.
It's like Morpheus, this little teddy bear fist.
Yeah,
is like,
I'm like, sorry, sometimes it's tough, but you have to give it another, there's like an angle you have to go at it, so try
The
again.
piece was too big. I'm
It's a
sorry.
big piece, I'm got out of it.
Two.
oh my god.
No, wait. Wait. No, that's a two.
Wait.
Even my,
Yeah.
even my other eye. Do it again.
A second piece. You know, you see this teddy bear is now dusted with a light caking everywhere but its mouth.
Okay, so that's an 8.
This is so good.
Get him out of the way now. It's good.
Yeah. Pickles, you know, you're surrounded by enough cakes at this point.
I'm just gonna.
It's just everywhere but your mouth.
So what happens at this point? Because now there's so many of those numbers, it's added up to like a good number, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so my eyes are kind of covered, and so I go, okay, let's do it again, and I wipe my eyes down, but I'm suddenly not with them anymore. A young, like you can just hear the little footsteps, like of a child, or like little running footsteps, and then it's a child running past me, and it's Sarah, right? And she's like, Pickles, come get me, you know. So Pickles is like chasing after her in the house. It's typical stuff that they've done in her throughout the childhood, or she'll hide somewhere. So then Pickles, you know, she runs into into the library and into like her father's library, right?
Yes.
And she's hiding. So Pickles is like, oh shit, no, you need to be very quiet. And he like comes in and he like goes to like open the door and like check on her, and it's not her, it's Dickens as a child.
Yes.
And Dickens is like, shh, they're going to find me. And he like, his little rubbery fingers come around and he like comes out. So he busts out and he's like running around. It's like a bunch of kids at this orphanage, right?
Yes.
Like I'm not in the library anymore. The fear of like being in the library is not scary. It's like, oh, these children that I was always around.
Sought Yvonne, you know, beautiful skies, the smell, soft fragrance of cinnamon in the air, you know, genuine happiness, even though the condition's pretty tough for these kids with no families.
But I would come and play with them all the time because, you know, Sarah had kind of like grown up at that point. So I was always like, well, I'm still here, so I guess I gotta go find another kid to go protect, I guess. So Dickens was that kid.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of jumping around doing my thing, and like, you know, we're playing hide and go seek, and like the kids are like, you know, doing punches and stuff like that, just playing with all the kids in the glorpinage. And then I hide, and then I pop out, or it's like I hide into like a basket, like a laundry basket. And then suddenly the basket opens, and it's Alyssa, young Alyssa Nade, like a child, right? And she's like, I found you! And she like picks me out, and it's like a whole thing like that. And she's like squeezing me as a bear and like walking through this room, and like she's like, okay, it's time to go to bed. Goes to bed, lights off. And then all of a sudden it's like you know that feeling of like the Hat Man, or like the witch, you know, there's like something,
The Babadook.
then something is in the room, but the lights are off, right? You don't know what it is. And the voice that I'm hearing that is like, Pickles, do you hear that? It's not Alyssa, it's another child from before her. It's like tickling the back of my mind.
The back of your mind, yes. You know, you start to remember, again, you have these fragmented sections of your memory that are missing. Then this point, it's as if, you know, as your last awareness became to that second place where it was Sarah and Alyssa that you had served, now it's like a light in a room at the end of a hallway once more. And you can kind of see the shadow, the voice of another child. This child was not of the Nade family. A poor peasant girl on a small farm on the outskirts of a city. You can't even really tell the location, but you're feeling these memories run back to you. You remember protecting this girl as she experienced light nightmares of any child, a fear of the dark, the sound in the trees beyond the wood line. But other than that, a pretty normal child's existence. At the end of your time, you ascended. You felt the energy within yourself go up to that place that Cuddleforged are said to go. And as you reached toward this kind of beacon of energy in the sky, you were prevented. And you felt suspended there.
What the
until you fell once more into a box that was opened. As a child looks at you, I found you, pulling you out of the box. This moment of gap between then and there, the evolution of this mother figure, this Sarah, or Alyssa was the mother. Yes, Alyssa Nade. This point of helping as much as you could until, if you recall, she told you, the rest of my life will be a nightmare and you will never rest. And she passed you on to her child, Sarah Nade. And you kind of have this moment as you remember protecting her, but always in the back of your mind, that presence of not being able to go where you're supposed to go. And the world around you kind of washes away, and you see that field with many children and their many cuddle forged, punching each other's fists, dancing, running around, playing hide and seek, and all their children disappear. And it's just the other cuddle forged. And you see all these balls of light start ascending as they each complete their task. But they're prevented. Boom, boom. You see a strange small raccoon named Scoots
Fucking
bumping. Boom, boom. You realize as you see this experience of one's beyond just your own, something is wrong. The Cuddle Forged are not ascending to the place that they are supposed to when their task is done, but rather they're seemingly stuck in this stasis. You, however, were able to re-enter the world. They seemingly trapped. As you look up, it starts to look like constellations in the sky above you. And that waterfall rush of emotion that washed over your face as you smeared the cakes down. You are in the room once more. You all witnessed this journey through these mind moments of Pickles on Wii.
Classic Pickles on
Yep.
Wii.
Let's move to that.
Could I just say something, Pickles?
Wii, yeah.
I could have used, a friend like you growing up. I could have used a friend like you, I guess, 2 weeks ago.
2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Well, you know that you have a friend like me now. And I'm here to help. We can go thwart your friend, find your friend. We are here to help.
Oh, Ramsey? He's not my friend. We could totally kill him.
Cool, all right.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Oh, you know what? If we eat him, it is not murder. I don't know if you know about that. That's something from. I hear that you've been to Sativan, and that's something that they say there.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's been so long. I think I had a T-shirt that said it.
Yeah, that's amazing. I said it's like here, like a little while ago, and everyone looked at me like I was fucking crazy.
By the way, I'm so sorry about the cake floor, you guys. Ugh, floor cake. Ugh.
So, fellow, you realize, because Pickles does not actually eat, the meal that she smeared on her face has fallen to the floor.
Who said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I did.
He ate it.
I take the cake and I just start shoving it in my mouth. And
Oh God. I'm so hungry. Oh my God.
So what's it?
I'm so hungry.
Do you want to do me a favor and explain what that was about?
I'm sorry if that was disgusting.
No, this place is immaculate. It is clean, and I have not seen anybody come
Yeah,
in.
it was like you don't have any customers, so the floor's probably clean.
This is, it's a thing I have. It's just the way I eat.
That's
I
okay.
eat really gross,
All the time you do that?
really fast.
You only eat food that has been on the floor.
you do have a wonderful establishment. Very clean, very
Yeah.
tidy.
Yeah,
and,
I guess
and the
that
food's
is-
very good. I'd hate for that to go to waste. Understood.
If it's good
Does
enough.
it taste better if you do it that way? I'm just.
You know what? I want to eat. I want to eat food on the floor if I was you. You know.
I'm not.
I just feel bad about it. I don't believe in wasting food.
Okay.
You know.
Oh, so if it falls on the floor, you're gonna eat it. You don't just always eat stuff off the floor. Or you.
As this kind of like sits in your stomach, fellow, you start realizing you just ate some of your own enchanted food. And so you feel the taste kind of start washing through your stomach. And as these questions come from Lulu, they're kind of like forcing your perspective into this moment.
So this is what it feels like.
Suddenly, the three of you are suspended on the outside of this memory as we see fellow Ferrari standing in the strange Fey wilderness. Before him, a small cottage hut suspended on chicken feet that raise it through as it walks around the Fey wilderness. This strange smell coming out of the chimney in front of it. You see the chicken legs settle down, and the door opens. Outstepping this old, twisted hag.
Oh no.
As you look at her at first, fellow, she is so disgusting that you actually cannot look at her. And then she, with a wave of her hand, looks like an old woman. This is the hag you've been looking for. This is Auntie Bruja. She's standing at the door. What brings you to my cottage, child?
Obviously, I become desperate. I know I'm the best chef in all of Ganja. But I really need to prove it to myself.
You see her face twists as she feels like she's got a fish on a hook. But you know the price, of course. You would ask a priest, some wizard with magic, not old Auntie Bruja. You know there is a price. Are you prepared to pay it?
I expect to be around for a while, so yes. And plus, I'm on a time schedule, so.
Time is a funny thing here. It can be an instant or an eternity. The fairies are tricksy creatures. But I've learned to manipulate their magics. I can give you what you want. She waves her hand, and out of the gnarled roots of this giant oak tree, you see Fellow's Tavern. No, you see Fellow's Pub. This is the old days, crafted from the tree before you. The doors you would always want, the tables, the chairs, the ambiance, the smell of cinnamon, the forever eternal sunset in the back, windows that adjust to create just the right atmosphere for a meal. You see cooking utensils dancing in the kitchen at their own will to aid you in making whatever you want. And you see before you your greatest dream. You hear the cackle of Auntie Bruja. But the price, dear. Are you ready to pay the price?
It's my own restaurant. I mean, that's worth, I can't even put a price on it.
$3.50.
There is the price.
Smooches.
What I meant was I'll pay any price. Yes.
Free back rub.
Your rival.
Ramsey.
You see she smiles. Bore a child recently, did he not?
Yeah. Little bundle of joy, I guess.
All I need you to do is think on that child. Think hard. Think of seeing it play in the field that it stands in. Yes. That will do, Ferrari. That will do nicely.
No, don't make me do it.
You have to do nothing but prepare your main course. You see the doors swing open, the smell of the perfect kitchen blasts you in the face.
Ah, delicious.
Kitchen farts.
Do we have a deal?
We have a raid.
Oh, we have a raid. Do we have a raid? We have a raid. Ah, thanks for bringing in that raid. Old World Charm. I can read. I promise I can read. Old World Charm. Thank you so much for bringing them in. Guys, be sure to follow them if you are not already.
For fam. My live hair.
I don't care what you say. I'll make it right.
They always say that, dear. With that, she retreats, and you see the chicken legs pick up the hut as it marches off into the forest the last time that you saw. And as you realize you made no deal to get you back, and you all kind of settle in this room, this fellow Ferrari looks around at his dream, his perfect wish, trapped for what feels like 100 years until the helping committee walked through his doorstep. What do you do?
Is there more food?
All right, so so now that you know,
yeah.
that seems like a lot of shit. You really, you made a
Oh, right,
deal
yeah,
with
your
a
thing. That
real
seems fucked
bitch.
up.
We met her.
She sucks.
She sucks.
Doesn't she?
She sucks so
Oh
much.
my God, what a bummer that lady
That
is.
lady, that
Yeah.
Hagatha Christie is such a fucking. She is a
Yeah.
bummer. She sucks.
I feel very left out. I have not met her, but I also hate her.
Yeah,
Is that all
there
right?
you are.
That's
yeah,
fair.
That's it.
I don't like her.
I will blindly hate people for you.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
is what the helping committee is all about. Just blindly hating the people that your friends hate.
You know,
For
I
no reason, no explanation needed.
if it didn't need to be said, I want revenge. But you know, props where props are due. She does get stuff done.
I know
True.
this place that makes these sandwiches.
No. He also got
I love
them.
sandwiches.
No,
But also
you don't want to eat them, but you
Yeah.
could say that you made them and then give them to Ramsey, and that
He'll
will
shit-
be
he will
some
shit a
kind
lot.
of punishment.
Oh,
we got them from the poopall.
Yeah.
Poopall, the people and poopall.
I've got a coupon for the poupon.
Yeah. And so he ate it, and he took the craziest, most riotous
it's not
shit
much to
at
talk
a
about.
party. He shit it at a party. It was
wasn't
hilarious.
that.
Tell me someone drew a picture of it.
So, I'm very sad that you don't have a. We have another friend, another part of the helping committee.
Oh,
There's actually quite a lot of members of the helping committee.
There were more, yeah.
There were a lot of us. But the one that he's talking about is our friend Enra. She is a Sasimar, and we watched her essentially get ascended into hell or something like that, into a burning
kind of dark-
flame.
Terrible looking place.
I
Didn't have a restaurant from what it looked
It
like.
did not have a restaurant.
Maybe like
I
a
don't-
truck stop bathroom that makes, flapjacks on the floor.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
very awful.
It looked like one of those places, maybe.
But it was in the sky, and so when we were looking up here, we do see that crack in the sky. So I mean,
Yes. What's keeping you? Can we help you
I know you want to-
ascend and live your dream?
Because I don't know if we will be able to find this hag for revenge at the moment, but we can try, and if not, you can come back with us. And we also hate her very much and want her
But
dead.
I don't know if we're strong enough to go at her.
to kick her
Oh,
ass.
I'm ready to help. You know, I'm tired of running by just staying in the same place.
Okay,
Yeah, that
I mean,
sounds
it's-
exhausting.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot. It's been 100 years. That's a long time to stay in
And
the
you know
same
what?
place.
You guys, I really think this was just a location thing. I really feel like if I
Yeah.
bring Fellows Tavern, formerly Fellows Pub, out
Right.
in Ganja, I really think it could be a hit.
Yeah, I do
Or maybe
think...
like karaoke night, that sometimes that can work.
I'm open.
Yeah, trivia night.
Open to anything.
nights,
People
those are
like a
good.
good trivia
I
night.
like your flavor. There's a lot of
open mic.
flavor, almost
Hmm.
like a whole city of tasty,
yeah.
a tasty city.
Yeah, very tasty city. That's kind of what I go for.
I like
You
it.
know?
A
City,
full
yeah.
You go on
city.
some kind of flavor journey.
I like that a lot.
It doesn't break down.
Seasonville.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. A very delicious.
Aroma Valley.
Yes, delicious
These are all
valley.
good, these are all
Yes, very good. I like it a lot.
I'm glad we all shared our unexpected memories together.
So by virtue of the food of Fallow Ferrari, he is a chef as well as these augmented magics of the location. You guys all in this moment do get a short rest.
Yay!
So any of your abilities that activate on a short rest, if you're low any hit points and you want to use hit dice to heal, you also get bonus hit points by eating his delicious treats.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
I just wanted to bring this up because even I kind of forgot.
Okay, well, I'm going to, I'm
special
gonna roll
food.
a d8. I'm gonna try to.
So
Thankfully, that's
6
all
plus
I
what?
needed.
an extra D8 from his delicious foods during your short rest of healing added to that, plus your constitution
11.
modifier.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Wait, plus Constitution as well?
Bonfire, yeah. So
to
it's,
the bonus point?
yeah, hit die, yeah.
Oh, it's only one, but
Do I do that since I had my food?
Yeah, but you haven't
you ate
lost
it off
it.
the floor.
Yeah, you're like freshly long rested. You're like 100
got that
years
flaw
old.
for
Yeah.
Actually, it's like the endless shift. Like it's always sunset in the Feywild.
You do
so.
get those perks, but you gotta take it back because you ate it off the floor.
You get the diarrhea.
I'm kidding.
I don't know. I don't know. What you're
I
talking
ate
about.
some off the floor too. When you threw the meatloaf at him, I was like, I will eat that.
Just
You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
I'm
In
I
fact,
don't
don't.
waste food.
In fact, don't.
That's mine. That was good.
Indeed.
That was
They
some good
will shut me
meatloaf.
down. They will
All right.
shut me down.
I love meatloaf.
Excellent. Oh my god. Okay, well, listen, we can either, I mean, I do not think we can go, the hag is very powerful lady right now.
So yes, in your encounter that you had with the great Auntie Brewha, Pickles, you've actually seen a couple hags in your time, as well as seeing the sea hag that helped lift the curse from Sarah.
Oh yeah.
Auntie Brewha stands among one of the most powerful creatures
Yeah,
you've
I
ever
don't think
seen.
we could just be like, let's
I
go
think
get
she's
her.
like a
And
step
she is the
below
reason
Titania.
that you lost a year. Remember, you had time protections from your order. She literally, with a wave of her hand, wiped that magic away. Also ripped the wings off of an angel. And
Oh
was
yeah,
using
she
its
totally
magic.
did that. I like tell fellow that too. Oh yeah, then she also fucking like ripped
and
the,
like made it its slave. Not only like ripped the wings up, but like controlled it with their
like he
mind
was
and
chained.
shit.
It was pretty fucked up.
It was bad news.
Yeah, like she's a super fucked up lady. So I do think that we are meant to kick her ass, but I do not know if that is meant to happen
Now
today.
might not be the time.
Right.
Now, Mark, you have a tie. This Auntie Brewha penned a letter to your mentor Fallen, who claimed to have gifted her this necrocore that led to her death. The same necrocore that lingers beyond the fractured sky. But that was something you had read when you found the letter in Tabitha's place. So you have a connection to this woman as well, as far as seemingly what led to the demise of Tabitha was at the hands of Auntie Brewha.
Hater. Hater.
See.
But I will vouch with the rest of the helping committee. She's a hag and a powerful hag. Maybe not now.
Also on her
we'll-
home turf, the Feywild, it's basically once Mab kind of left the Feywild and created Ganjaria and now lives in this permeation, another conflagration point of her own. She doesn't tend to the matters of the Feywild. It's kind of more untamed wilderness than it used to be. No Eladrin councils or no Titania to regulate things. So it's the hags have, by virtue, kind of been like, well, she didn't help us. So the hags' covens have been working together. The Feywild's kind of a darker place than it was before the great Feyfall cataclysm where Ganjaria was born.
You know what, fellow? I think that what you did here was you proved a concept that you can run a really good restaurant with really good shit, right? So maybe we take some of this stuff and we bring it back with us, and you open up some sort of insane fucking bakery or some shit like that. And then you like just
Like a food truck.
run like a food truck so you can travel around or something. And
I've got like a fucking carriage.
yeah, we are happy to help you
acquired
carry
it.
some shit back up, and let's just get you out of here, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Dude,
Let's get
Feels
out of
on
here.
wheels.
we've been talking about opening a bar, but I think opening a food truck is more.
I think, yeah.
I could start small. You know what? I like a little humble story, like a little humble beginning.
Yeah.
But I want to turn Ramsey into my first table.
I gotcha.
Yeah, that would be really hilarious.
Mark, that's not that hard.
Not murder. Not murder,
Let's
though.
go
I
fuck that
literally
guy.
want him to be turned into a table.
Oh my god, that is
Where he's aware that he's a table.
wow. how is that possible? Is that something? I mean, I guess I am a bear, so I guess anything is fucking possible. I don't know.
Yeah, you're like a living aware bear.
I am a self-aware bear.
So, there's anything.
So let's turn this man into. We cannot turn the man into a table if we are in the Feywild, right?
I guess.
You know what? We will leave this place, and like maybe we can help carry some cool shit with us to like help you start a business. But also, you take your time. You have a like. You have your
I have to come up with a menu.
Yeah. But like when you can like be the last one to turn the lights off and stand in the doorway on
Have
the
that
way
like
out.
90s shot where it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're closing cheers down for the
Oh
last
my
time.
gosh.
Yeah, you take that moment. That's we want to make sure you get to have that. So we'll take a bunch of shit.
Do I still have the skeletons from
Yeah,
the dream sequence?
sure.
Can they help?
of course, yes and chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef and chef.
Yeah,
is
chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes.
Yes, chef. Yes,
So yes, you see, you kind of start tending to your bags, readily available as it almost says goodbye to you as well, like allowing you, like saying, yes, you are ready for this next level of your task. The heavy cost of what this may have, again, it was not like you swung a sword or felled a dagger that led to some kind of traumatic event, but it sure did seem like the hag got all she needed from your mind. And so this kind of looming deal that you have with this great hag witch,
maybe a
ancient
kid
Bruja,
died.
maybe.
Oh no.
How about the power to
Move you. All right, so fellow Ferrari, you turn around, you hear the footsteps of them going up the staircase, leading to the great bridge that will lead you
just like,
upward
wow,
once
this
more,
place is really
to
cool, I
a
like
terrible
it.
place, the Bloodhound Sepulchre. It's
pretty bad
But
place.
fellow, as you turn around and look upon your kitchen, what do you do?
We had a good time, old girl. A lot of memories, just me and you.
The wood settle.
Oh, I guess not just me and you. We had the best restaurant in the Fey. And we only had one night of customers.
You're the manager now.
All right. You see fellow as you start to walk away. The sign on the wall that says the Fellows Tavern, formerly Fellows Pub, is erased. It says the Enchanted Tavern, formerly the Fellows Tavern, formerly Fellows Pub.
It had that ready? Like it like it was already ready to like
We're all just upset about it. We're like, what? Whoa.
yeah, we're like, whoa, they didn't even give up this.
Oh, I forgot to tip. I was gonna tip so quick.
How long has this restaurant
shoot.
been thinking about this? That's funny.
You know what? I want to leave on a happy note. It's fresh. It's fresh. It's new. I never would have thought of it. It's a bit derivative. I like yours better.
You know what? Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, but
Can I?
we're all
Can I
parents.
put a firebolt into the Enchanted Tavern? Yes.
I was gonna say, do you just want to go like pee on it a little bit, like, burn it to the ground?
I mean, Tavern was kind of like my child.
Fitting.
Yeah, guys, we
So do
could
you wanna
also
pee
just
on
like
it a
go.
little?
We could.
Baby bird's gotta, get out of the nest.
Yeah, we could always just go and leave.
Pickles is the voice of reason.
Yeah,
You never really want to come back here, right?
yeah, it's fine. We could just let it continue being a restaurant, right?
Yeah. The fire's about there, and I'm like,
Did you catch it? Like, not
Yeah,
yet.
maybe we
It's
just
we have
leave.
a reputation
like, no,
for
people
burning
leave.
buildings down.
Yeah,
It's
Plus,
fine.
we got so much cool shit for you. Yay.
The wild portal awaits beyond, as you guys are kind of going up this winding area. You see Mark think better of lighting the base of the tree on fire that you're going to the top of. Although I was kind of hoping for that because I thought it'd be really funny.
Yeah.
But it's fine. You guys start ascending the great tree, and that heaviness that weighed on you, Fallow, that allowed you never to examine the site where this shattered piece of the sky fell into your hands. It allows you to infuse both your magic and your cooking with this Feywild magic, this shard of the Feywild itself. That now sits, nestled in your chest. You all start walking forward, and you see as the kind of green mists that float in the sky above you, the brand of castigation emblazoned, the middle finger, the sign of Lucian Lamore, glowing on a necrocore floating in the great convergence point. Near the ceiling above you, the floor that dropped below, you see fractured pieces of stone that now float around the room. You are all drawn up into it. Each of you landing on different spots about the room. The necrocore laughing in front of you. The feeling, the trickling of Enra's feathers singed falling toward the ground.
Oh, shit.
And that's where we're going to pick it up after intermission, guys.
Damn it, Cliff.
The only reason I'm okay with this is because I have to pee.
Yeah, I killed all this giant thing of water, and
We
I
are
have to pee so much.
hydrated.
You're hydrated. Make sure if you're playing along at home that you are getting that sweet water, big water. We're coming for you. Yeah, guys, we're going to do a quick 10-minute intermission. Allow us all to use the restroom, get our waters, roll our joints if we need them. I think I do. And then we're going to get back into some of this sweet, sweet D&D. We are back into the dungeon at last, and we've had a nice journey through the minds and memories of all those present. We hope you're digging it. We're having a blast, man. Thanks to everybody who's brought your people our way. Director Dude, so good to see you. I see Steffi Pooh just being cute and amazing, and obviously.
Yeah,
I
right.
love her. But guys, thank you so much. We love you so much. And we will be back in 10 minutes. Check out the original music. Listen to the original. Wait, watch the original art. Listen to the original music. Wow. And we'll see you in 10 minutes to get back into this creepy dungeon.
The music.
Wow.
Whoa, cricket.
Welcome back, buds, to WeeDnD, the pot positive live tabletop role-playing experience. In our first half of the day, we took a little jaunt through the Feywild magics of the magical kitchen of fellow Ferrari. They have now ascended beyond the portal and have rejoined themselves on the first floor of the Bloodhound's sepulcher. But pulse check, vibe check. How are we feeling, guys? How are you guys feeling at home? How are you guys? Wait, what were we doing? How you guys feeling, Eric? That was your first jaunt into WeeDnD. How you digging it?
Oh, I love it. I feel like I'm getting my footing.
Man,
Yeah.
so much goodness in there.
My foodies.
You know,
Getting my foodies.
I feel like I'm bleeding into the group real well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Stuff like that. You know, can't wait to explore more. You know, want to find out. You know, if there's anything else. You know, kind of like our relationship and stuff like that, since we have history.
Yeah, I love that you guys know each other. That makes me very happy.
That's some of my
We
favorite
haven't even
stuff.
discussed the fact that, like, you know, when you knew me, I was just a chef, but now I know magic.
Oh my god! Yeah, now you two are
Wow.
just two magic lads.
Yeah.
I think that'll be pretty clear in a little bit here.
Oh, the food was always magic, just like the friendship.
Wow.
There's a lesson in there.
I can just imagine stories with you guys pulling all sorts of japes and joshes at
Japes and
parties.
Japes and Joshes.
Yeah, japes and joshes.
No, I gotta eat some magic food to get there.
Yeah.
It's like real life.
What do you think we took? Like what did we steal, Brandon? What do you think we like
From the larder.
Yeah, did we get like fake flour and like did we take all
Yes,
those
you got some
ingredients?
fake human, not fake human.
No,
fake human.
not a fake human.
Human.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would say you would have your
Chinese
ingredients that you would need to cook up your delicacies, as outlined in the chef feat that you have. So he does have magic properties. On a long rest, you guys actually get some temporary hit points at the top of your buffer as well. So
Wow.
yeah.
it's fun to kind of build the chef. I joke around. It's like I've had a lot of people present chef concepts to me. This is its own thing, and I love it. But it is fun. It's always funny how like the magic of food is so quickly brought to mind when you think about like fantasy settings and magic and stuff. So
Food is amazing.
yeah, and it's funny because in our prologue, Tina, when she cooked, had a thing where you would like taste the memories, like your happiest memories and stuff. And so it was fun to like take that idea and kind of explore it with Fellow. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love that.
But you guys are currently standing in a pretty scary place. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
what the hell?
Want to get back to that?
Yeah.
All right, guys. What do you say we jump back in the? You know, you guys are standing in the halls inside the central chamber at the first floor of the Bloodhound Sepulcher. Pickle standing in the hand of fellow Ferrari.
Yeah, fair.
As you all land yourselves as displayed here on the map. You know, the shifting floors that fell out beneath you as you stood inside the doorway, you know, the stairwell that led up to you. The flowing mists of this necrocore, swells of red and white magical energy that kind of permeate around the room. Though the giant hand that reached down and grabbed Enra is no longer present, very much the conflagration point of these three planes of existence. The primaterial plane where you live, the Feywild reaching from below, and the Shadowfell from above. This is a splintered, highly magical place. You know, fellow, this is your first time here. You look around, the cobblestones themselves seem to bleed with this shifting energy, as if the stones set in the room itself were breathing. Set upon all the walls around you are these strange bookshelves that have these strange floating glass containers, similar to this necrocore at the center of the room, but not active with dark magic, just floating there with the trapped souls of the Order of the Ghost Slayers ostensibly inside of them. You know, above you, there's looming staircase that leads to this broken floor over the swirling portal of the Feywild. You know, this is a place where you stand can have some effect on what's occurring to you at any time. But you see the necrocore start burning with that energy, the brand of castigation glowing at you from inside the glass. But once more, you feel Castidian reaching out for you. Brother, destroy me! I can no longer endure this suffering! You see blood spills from the glass, washing down the cobblestone to your feet, Lucian. You look down. We all roll initiative. So go ahead and give me your, you're going to roll a d20. Ooh, Lucy.
That 20.
Nat 20! Oh, crit hit! Hey, it's Eric's
baby.
first crit hit. man.
Rosie's
Crit hit,
rose,
guys.
you know.
Rules is rules.
Eric's first.
Eric's
hit.
first crit hit, man.
Eric's
We
first crit hit.
remember where you were. It was Lucian probably going first in initiative.
I rolled
It
an
looks
8.
so pretty.
Plus your initiative modifier. Oh, 8 total.
Yep.
Yep. I was like, it's so high though. Pickles with an 8. Your initiative modifier will be that little box by the circle.
Let me find it right here.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Oh, so 10.
10. All right, sweet. And then we've got a 10 for Fellow. And what do you get, Mark?
14.
Mark with the 14. All right, now it's time
right, boys.
for my boy. All right, 15 for the Necrocore. So, Lucian, you do go first.
Oh, darn.
You know, again, that call of Castidian reaching out to your soul, begging for you to end this. You know, beams in your chest, and you feel called to action. What do you do?
Kick
Well-
an ass.
I mean, I feel like at this point, there's enough other jars that aren't suffering in this room I might be able to get some answers from. So I feel like maybe I should do him that solid and put him out of his misery.
You know, feel your blade settle in your hand, the cry of Castidian from within, this tortured, swirling darkness beset in this glass cylinder with gold inlays on the top and bottom, this shadowy creature, clawing out at you from within that's so corrupted the soul of your once ally. You know, you feel yourself called to purpose. What do you do?
Well, yeah. I mean, we're fighting, right?
Yeah, you know, you're standing right now. You're probably about like 15 feet away from. I remember the stairs are difficult terrain, and it's kind of floating above. Like there's no ground
shit.
underneath it. You can get up to the top of the steps and attack it, but I just want to. You know, obviously it's a two-dimensional
gonna be
picture.
right there,
But
and I can't-
yes, if
yeah.
you're standing there, you will be close to this portal. And again, you know he's been prone to like puppeteer your bodies before, so.
Right.
You know, you have battled this.
But there's
thing
not a
before.
lot of room anywhere else either.
Fair, you know. Again, there's kind of cracks and crags
And I don't wanna
along.
go by those-
You cannot pass through those squares. So if you're on like one of the cracked squares, nobody can go through you. You actually serve as a barrier for them without a check. You could athletics to jump or acrobatics, whatever.
Right. So you can go around the outside.
Yeah,
You
around
just-
the
okay.
outside.
Around the outside.
Around the outside,
Yeah.
around the outside.
Yes, you can. But yeah, you hear the Necrocore call out to you, Lucian. What are you waiting for, Ghost Slayer?
Oh, nothing. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's do this. So yeah.
So it is
Kiss
that
him
that's
on
2
his
squares of
face.
difficult terrain at 5. You're still good though. That's
I'm
like
still good.
25 feet to get to him.
Smooch him on his face.
I'm gonna
Smooching distance.
rock it on up.
Smooching distance.
Well, yeah. I guess I don't have to put the holy water on him now. It's like
Correct. It's after
It's
you bring
when
him
you
to
get him
zero.
down to- right.
Yes. And just to clarify, it was like they've killed this thing once before, but they allowed it to be reborn where it died here. But you can end it now, having followed your clue to this point.
right. I mean, I'm not that heartless. I came to finish the job.
You know, yes, your friend's like, yeah, you checked every room for treasures, and then you went to
I
had
mean,
it
I wasn't gonna
sacked
come
in
here
the
by
Feywild.
myself. This room sucks, clearly. 16?
Have you activated your sword again?
Oh, it's not. It didn't.
I would
stay
say it
on
would
in
have
the
gone
Fey?
out while through this journey to this.
Well, then yeah, I was gonna say that before, but that cost me my bonus action, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, believe so. Yeah, but
Does that cost blood to start with, or no?
it does, and I gotta roll a d6 to see how much. 3.
All right, so fellow, for the first time, you witness the
yeah,
magics
Jesus, sorry.
of
this is
this
gonna be
blood
weird.
hunter, and you see the blood that spilled from the glass that spilled down the stairs. As he starts going up the stairs, it starts absorbing into
Yeah.
you.
Just soaking in through my boots, on up into my fingies. I'm like, oh yeah, just put it into the sword and
You see the sword ignites with radiant light. As the glow lights up Lucian's face, you see a determination on him not to match the kind of nonchalance of your previous encounter. You see the blood fully absorbed from the ground around him, and you swing. That's a hit, Lucian. How much damage do you do?
nice. Let's see. Well, I gotta roll this. Oh, that's a 10.
Nice. 10 total?
10 total.
All right,
yeah, 5
sweet.
and a 5.
You strike across the glass. There's a small cracking in the frame of the Necrocore as a little bit of blood oozes out. But it's pretty hardy. You fought it before. It took
Yeah.
several blows to take it
Tough
down.
son of a bitch.
You hear the laughter from within. You can never free them, you fool. Look around you. And as you look, those little holes in the ceiling start dripping that blood again.
Oh no.
and starts raining blood from the ceiling.
It was raining men.
Hallelujah.
Not blood. Blood sucks.
All right, second swing.
Second swing.
Oh God. Well, that's a natural one.
Oh, shit crit.
Eric's first shit crit. Damn it!
There we go.
You're getting the whole.
Oh, I'm
One and
so
done.
sorry.
One
Touch
and
my
done.
shame.
Touch my shame.
Oh no, we have to smoke now. So again, in this moment, Lucian, as the sword, starts to strike against the glass, almost as that vision that you had when you were like watching yourself grab Enra and throw away, you look in the reflection of yourself on the glass, and you start seeing your own face in all the empty jars on the walls around you.
Not good.
As you realize that this ritual,
Empty
this summoning of
places.
blood, is in effect to rouse the spirits within these glasses.
That's what I figured.
Causing you to miss. You miss wide with your second strike. You got anything else?
I do not, sir.
All right. You see the necrocore floating in front of you.
Oh,
Lucian.
wait, do I? I don't. No, because I already used
'Cause
my
you used
bonus
your
action,
bonus.
right?
Yeah.
So never mind.
Cool. So he's like, Lucian, you can never free them, but you can join them. You see this hand reaches out and tries to lash out from beyond the glass.
No.
Here we go. 16 AC?
No, sir.
All right. And then you see it looks at you. Are you at full health right now?
Well, aside from the 3 that I took from my own, but I had bonus, so I was up. So my max is
You did
60.
take damage though.
But I had taken damage
your
from
own-
myself.
Okay, it's cool. I'm sorry,
So.
but it's cool.
And
So,
thank you
give
for reminding
me-
me because I forgot to take it off.
You see the blood, that you've now used to channel into your magic. Your fingernails cutting into your hands as you grip this, burning righteous blade. The blood starts dripping onto the ground beneath you.
Damn it.
And you see this giant pseudopod, almost like the mimic's tongue,
Yeah.
whips onto that blood, and it's absorbed back into the necrocore. Make a
mine.
DC 14 con save.
Son of a bitch.
And then I add my con.
Your Constitution saving
Oh,
throw, yeah.
thank God, that was a 13 plus 1.
Oh, right on the money.
Jesus. I was like, oh.
Hell yeah.
You see it tries riding the current of your blood magic into your body, but you're able to cast it off. It does not puppet you. You see he's like, you foolish man, I will drink of your blood again. And he teleports himself to the back corner of the room. Damn it! That brings up Mark. You're pretty far on the other side of the room. I'm giving you the benefit of your 2 skeletons still being there. But
Oh,
you're kind
sweet,
of
from
standing
the-
yes.
Oh, cool.
Standing on the, you cast the spell. It's only fair. So the shifting stones of the room all around you. You're kind of set back near one of these bookcases. You see the blood raining down from the sky. Lucian, exchanging blows with this necrocore. What do you do?
So again, it's deja vu. But here we are with the necrocore again, and here it is running away. So my buddy Lucy already, worked it up a little bit. I'm gonna hit it with a little Toll of the Dead, or Toll the Dead,
Yeah, trying to crack that little shatter of glass from his first strike.
and the same tolling of the Ghost Slayers. That bell.
The bell from their order, so cool. Fresh in your mind from having seen it in the memory of Lucian only a meal ago.
Now it's like high definition. It's the real
The real. Yeah, and what's the save that it makes?
wisdom. I believe 16.
We see with DC 16. Dude, it actually rolled a 17 and has a +1, so it has an 18. It passed. You see the bell rings, and it's like almost a sign to you. This necrocore is beyond the individual that it is now possessed. Like Castidian has been slowly tortured and will eventually be destroyed by this creature. And so Lucian, as you watch this energy, it's that toll, that bell of your fallen order should have resonated to his soul, and he was unable to reach out in that moment. You fear your time may be short.
Damn it.
Oh fuck. A bonus action, right? I can control Yes and Chef.
Yes, and Chef. Yes.
Perfect. Can each of them grab a soul off the bookshelf?
Actually, yeah. So you each of the the closest to you.
Right. Yeah. Probably these two.
Okay, yeah. You see they walk up to them, and just kind of reach out and grab them. There's nothing like holding them down. You know, the kind of ritual or anything that's going on around the room doesn't seem to have fully affected them yet. So currently they kind of pull them off of the altars, and they are now holding 2 of these glass jars.
Right. With the rest, do they have enough move to get them out
Yeah,
closer
we're
to the restless watch? Like get them, at least save 2 souls.
Whoop, got
so
your
far.
souls.
So okay, so you would actually have to get out of the way because again, there's that cracked ground there. So if they want to go past you and down the stairs to where the restless watch guard is, yeah, what's their speed?
Ooh.
I can check that real quick.
What are they, skellies?
So 25, I think.
That sounds right.
Skeleton. Sorry, I've got it right here.
No, I'm sorry. I should have that shit written down.
And see in front of Eric, Jake. In front of Eric.
I'm so sorry.
First time.
They have a
The
30-foot
first time.
speed. 30-foot speed. So
30?
Yeah, one of them could get down to the bottom of the stairs there, and the other one would make it basically to the stairs with 2 of the necrocores. Or
I'll let him
necro
cross by and I'll
jars.
give him a little pat on the bum bones. Little.
So yeah, you see these 2 have taken these 2. Is able to remove it from the room. Like it doesn't like stop because of a magical barrier or something. And then this one's basically here. You move to the side. I'm knocking everything over. And then Lucian falls into the Feywild. No, so yes, you know, they do manage to, you know, you use them to grab 2 of them, take them out. Nothing stops them from being able to leave. You know, you can kind of see through the fog and the mist that rolls out. It's actually hard to see the guards at the door, but you know they're there because you just see Drew Gall like smoking a cigarette looking dope through the mist. Just looking so dope. Just they'll be back. You hear Rainier's like, Pickles, are you in there? Pickles.
Oh, he's starting to crack. Not Rainier.
Yeah, Rainier.
Friends. Yeah.
All right, so you're that's Mark, you got anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna stay put. So.
Which brings us to fellow Ferrari.
Let's
You've now
go.
seen this kind of crazy thing break out in front of you. You know, this battle between Lucian and this strange glass jar skeletons picking up bottles from the walls around you. You know, Pickles on Wee still standing at your feet. What do you do?
Okay. I know. I've only been, doing food stuff with you guys, but I guess it's time to show you some other things I could do. And I give Mark a wink. You know what I mean.
And I want to do some kind of like I'm gonna butcher this. Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Yes.
One of the hardest words in this whole game.
One of my favorite,
It's
though.
real
Yeah.
fair.
Prestidigitation.
They're like, we'll make it a 0-level spell, so everybody has to deal with it too. Yes. All right. So what do you prestidigitate?
Do I know what like necro people are like? What would distract them?
So at this point, you know, as your
Necropussy.
nose is kind of filled with the pungent odor of decay that fills this space, a complete juxtaposition from your kitchen where you stood only moments before. You know, you kind of like look around. This is like massive undeath. This is like ritualistic undeath. This conflagrance point with this Shadowfell is there's just looming death in this spot. You can feel it was there before the Shadowfell. This space where you are right now is a horrible, horrible place. Yeah. And so it's like, you know, you're kind of looking around. You can see the cosmic dark entity floating in the middle of the room. And yeah, you think the vibe in here would be very dark, sullen, baroque, macabre, is basically the vibe you get. But yes, this necrocore seemingly intent on wrecking your boy Lucian.
He wants your blood. Really likes blood.
Seems to.
I would like to kind of do that kind of cantrip, and the spell would be like a vial, like all over the floor that says Lulu's blood.
Oh, that's great. Here, Eric, your microphone got turned, so could you?
Yes.
Boom.
Bam.
Boom.
There you go.
So
I
you
wanna hear your amazing ideas.
we took your
Shablam.
tape.
I did it.
Look at
You
that.
got it.
Perfect. Sound by Brennan.
Perfect.
I'm being a weird boy.
Back.
Aren't I being a weird boy? There you go.
All right, so yes, you throw this like splatter of prestidigitated blood at his feet. You know, a little mix of shaping water and prestidigitation in one as you splash these drops of blood all around, and they just all say that they're his blood. Harder to distinguish the blood that's on the ground around his feet because it is magical in nature. It will follow you around as well.
Nice.
Oh.
So sweet. That's your action. I don't know that you have. Since it was a cantrip, if you have a bonus action spell, I'm gonna help out here. Spells. Actions, bonus action.
I don't have it written on my thing yet.
Nope, just converting sorcery points into stuff. So, yeah, that would be your action. Did you want to move? You know, you're kind of standing there. You know, you've got the portals to the Feywild on either side of your feet. You know, the smell of that horrible smell of death in the room around you, somewhat off-cut by the last whiffs of your memories of this place that you were for 100 years. You know, spinning in the portal below. You still feel the draw of the perfect restaurant that once was yours, and the world that you've emerged into is full of such distasteful things. So you're standing there next to Pickles, again, portals on either side. That one's you there, next to the teddy bear. Do you want to move at all?
I'll stick with pixels.
Sticks with Pixels. All right, so you just want to stay on that little area of stone, or do you want to move over like behind him?
Is that a raid?
You gotta move back up a little bit so you don't
Perception.
get pushed in or something.
Ooh,
got a
yeah,
raid.
yeah.
We got a raid coming in. Bow, bow, bow. Perception Studio with the raid.
Riders up!
Guys, yes, ladders up to
Ladders
Perception.
up,
We love you guys.
ladders up.
Fantastic
Welcome,
people.
Raiders.
Be sure to follow them. They're fantastic.
Sliders.
Lighters up. Thanks for bringing your people our way.
Lighters.
So yes, you know, currently you're kind of looking at these stones around you. You see Pickles is kind of off in an area where the ground hasn't fallen. You just kind of want to shift over to that area.
Yeah.
Again, like you're not really familiar with the instincts, but you see Pickles kind of like nodding you over. Like,
Yeah, I'm like,
this thing
maybe,
does
maybe
take
just take a
control of
couple of
people.
steps backwards.
Fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, feet firmly on planted ground. Fellow, if that's the end of your turn, you know, Pickles, you feel the shifting stones behind you as Fellow kind of sits. It's almost as if he's trying to hide behind you, but you're a teddy bear
I'm
and he's
so
like
small.
6'3". And so, you know, you're just kind of standing there like broadly looking over the shoulders of Pickles as you guys stand there in this moment. Pickles, blood raining from the sky, the Necrocore teleported to the far side of the room by these great massive statues of these bloodhounds with ruby eyes. What do you do?
Okay, hold on. No, all right. I was gonna do something stupid, but okay. I'm gonna go. Wow, 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 wow,
20, 30, 40,
and just
45?
like try to kick this guy, like give him the paws, the pip pap, the peep pap.
All right, that's 45 feet of movement
so here
there.
we go. All right, I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do one. This is 17.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Nice.
So that goes shablam, the 2 plus 4, so 6.
6, all right.
Um,
First punch, you know, you kind of punch into the fractured area from Lucian's blade.
and then flurry of blows, so I can try to hit him again. I'm gonna be like pip pap, and I'm gonna try to roll a different dice. I feel like everything's been against me.
Dice jail.
20 to 20!
You don't know me now.
You'll never kick in the bear.
All right, that's a crit hit. All right, so Pickles, it's double dice on that. So if you roll a d4, usually it'd be 2d4 or whatever the dice that you roll.
D6. Fuck, a 1 and a 2.
Plus your attack,
4.
4, so that's 7.
Yeah.
All right. You see, you kind of bust into this thing. You punch it, and it kind of reels back. You know, you still have a little bit of move left if you wanted to get you to bounce out.
Yeah, I do. I want to bounce backwards, but it's just a little bit like, you know, because it's only a couple, I could be like, wah, wah, like up here.
Yeah, onto a nearby bookshelf. Nice.
Yeah.
You kind of land, you know, in between. You see these two kind of jars. You notice that as the blood starts falling in the room all around you, at their bases, you can almost start hearing them spinning a little bit. You got anything else, Pickles?
Can I just push one off?
He's the jars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
You
a
just
cat.
push one.
There's no like rhyme or he sits, he kind of settles for a minute, and you think that it's gonna, you know, go to the next person, but like the camera switches over, but then you hear a smash, and then the camera comes back to Pickles, and there is no thing next to him.
All right, so to be fair, because of you've used your actions, your bonus, you've done your backflip and everything, you push the jar off the bookshelf. It starts falling. Lucian, it's your turn, top of initiative. You see standing over by Pickles, this jar is falling off the wall. The Necrocore in the far corner of the room looking at you with eyes intent on your destruction. What do you do?
I mean, can I make the jump?
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly try.
I mean, is it feasible?
Yeah, no, honestly, it's only a 5-foot
That's
gap.
what I
You'd
thought.
have
I
to
was
roll
like-
pretty poorly, like a 1.
Is it
You'd have to roll like a 1 probably to just.
That's what I'm saying. Is
yeah.
it like a fucking
No, it's
19
not like a 50%
that I have to roll? I'm like,
chance.
dude.
Nah.
Okay.
No, you're acrobatic too. Is it a 1?
Oh yeah, we got
15.
another raid.
Okay, a 50. Oh, we got a raid coming in. Thanks so much, Polyhedra. Appreciate you. Thanks for bringing the party our way. Lucian, you look as there's these illusionary drops of blood at your feet, courtesy of fellow Ferrari. And you look across, you see the glass jar starts falling. The path to either of those two things is the same. You jump and you see one of the shifting stones that's flying by the portal just you bounce off, land on the other side safely. But which way do you go?
Oh, to catch the jar.
You come over here and you catch the jar that Pickles knocked off. That's your free action usage.
Yay, free.
But you still have the rest of your turn. What do you do?
Now, do I get another free action to like put it somewhere to where it doesn't, or do I have to like lose a hand while I attack?
Well,
and
yeah, you don't
stuff?
fight two-handed anyway, do you?
No, I guess
No,
that's
you'll
true.
be fine.
But I do use like a shield.
That's
so
true. You do use a shield.
That takes my AC down to 16 if I do that.
Yeah. Yeah, your free action would be to catch it. You could use a bonus action to stash it. I'd allow that.
Let's do that then.
Then you would still have the rest of your move and 2 attacks. Or
Okay.
your attack action, which is 2 attacks.
Right. So then let's go. 14, 20.
That's a hit. You float up to the necrocore, swirling once more, looking at all the blood options at your feet and can't figure out where it wants to drink from.
Options.
Blood
Great job.
options. You gotta keep your blood options.
Yeah. Blood options on the board.
Your blood options. 7.
7 AC? Or 7,
Oh.
7 damage. I'm
No,
sorry.
yeah,
30.
because I already hit, right?
Yeah. And then you have a second swing. You see, you strike through. It is not bleeding yet, even though there's a
16?
little. That's a hit.
10.
10. Nice. There you go. Now it is. You see, you strike. You've all kind of, you've gotten so good at fighting with each other now, and you fought this particular foe before. You're all kind of focusing your strikes on the weakest point of the glass at the center of this creature. And as you strike your sword across and the radiant energy flies off, you see her searing through that glass as blood starts kind of oozing out from the center point.
Gross.
Super gross.
You got anything else?
I mean, I guess at this point, I'll try to move back closer to the door along the side of that portal abyss.
Okay, over here by like the stairs going up.
No, like back towards the other way with my bottle that I have.
Yes, that's right.
But like further away from the orb at this point.
Yes.
Just because I wasn't in its threat range just
At the
yet.
time, correct.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
All right,
If
so
I invoke an attack of opportunity, then no.
yeah, let's see, because you jumped across, caught the thing there, moved in, and then did leave its threat range. Yeah, so it would get a swing at you.
It's got 10-foot attack range.
Well, no, because you would have had to get within 5 feet of it as well
To attack.
to attack, because your range is 5 feet.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you're right, huh?
Yeah, but it's a it's a swing.
No, fuck it. Yeah.
Or do you want to stay up on it?
I guess since I'm right there, I'll just stay up on it then.
Okay, cool.
Stay up on-
Yeah.
I would like to see that attack of opportunity. It's just a jar that just.
Right?
I need your blood, dude. You see the swirling dark energy, your brand of castigation on your chest reflecting in the one in the glass. This is kind of an enemy of your connection. You feel yourself reaching into the clouded mind of this creature to see if anything of Castidian remains. Right now, just a swirling maelstrom of chaos, like the silence from Enra above.
Bury that.
Lucian, that's the end of your turn. It is the Necrocore's turn.
No.
Here we go. Hot, not hot enough. You see, he's going to try to slap you with that same pseudopod.
Spirit slap?
So it gets +5 to this. It gets 2. That's 17 AC.
No,
Miss
sir.
on that, and a 19 AC.
That one does hit.
Okay, so you take 5 damage and make a DC 14 con save for me.
Shit. No, it's an 11.
All right, you see it
Wait,
reaches out.
How much damage was that?
5 damage. Okay. Necrotic damage, if that helps. 'Cause
Necrotic.
Don't you have resistance to necrotic? I can't remember.
I think I do.
I think you might. Sorry, I'm just gonna because it's valid in this case.
You're valid.
You're valid. Get out of here. Well, I think you're a great human being.
Blood.
You too.
How
Blood
dare you.
malady?
It doesn't say. I'm not seeing it on here.
I don't see
You're
it
immune to
either.
critical hits, so we'll check. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe that's later on.
Yeah, it's fine.
So yes, you see it strikes you for 5 necrotic damage, and you see the pseudopod just like latches out, and these little tiny sharp needles stick it to your chest,
Gross.
and then you see it teleports over the void. Oh my god! You're like it's like stuck to your chest, and you're like floating in front of it at this conflagration point. You feel the dreaded sorrow of the Shadowfell. You feel the kind of Feywild magics tickling at your feet, and the kind of point of absolution for so many souls around you. The kind of bound, cried spirits of your friends encased in jars all around you. You're just kind of paralyzed in this moment. But that is the end of its turn. So Mark, you see Lucian floating, suspended by the chest as his arms kind of wave out, his burning sword still floating in his hand. What do you do?
Shit. All right. So, DM's choice. Who's close to me? Is that Chef or Yes?
Yes, it's Chef.
Yes.
Not
right.
kidding. No, yes. That's yes. Chef is down the stairs.
Can I have it hand off the spirit that it's holding, and then position it under Lucian, since it's over the void? Like if we can catch him.
With the jar?
No, either with. He would hand off, so he has 2 free hands.
Okay.
And then waltz on over and. Can he make it with 30 with difficult terrain?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 25, 30. He'd be about halfway up the steps.
Can we start him off?
Yep.
He's ready.
Slow
if you
motion.
Don't catch me now, then
Yeah.
you'll never.
You see, he kind of like doesn't. You have a little more finesse over your control of him, and so he's kind. It's almost like impressive that he's like walking a little bit of a tipsy-turvy obstacle course and not falling in. So your prowess, the magic of necromancy, and he starts walking up the stairs. But again, his stilted movement. That's about as far as he can get.
All right. So
And that other one is outside with Chef.
perfect. And he's got the 2 jaws now.
He's got 2 jaws.
We're 2 jaws out.
2
And
jars
then,
out.
I'm really. I love you, my new friend, and I'm just thinking of our friend who's gone missing. And a piece of advice for Enra was, the first attempt, succeed, try again. So another Toll the Dead on this motherfucking necrocore.
And it gets a
fuck that
saving
necrocore.
throw. Wisdom save?
Wisdom 16.
Got a 10. So that's a hit, and it has taken damage, so it does the
2
D12.
D12.
2d12.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh my.
Get him, spicy boy. Get him, spicy boy.
I see.
We got a 6 and a 7, so 13.
13. And then what type of damage is it?
Necrotic.
It is necrotic?
Yes.
All right, so you do see it does have resistance. You see some of the shadow and nature of the energy striking against the glass is absorbed. You still do 6. So yes, it does manage to rattle. Lucian, for a second you hear the break in the static. Brother! As you hear the bell of the ring. There is still some of him inside of this jar. Mark, you got anything else?
Feel bad. But he did say kill him. He said finish it this time.
He said
did
he's
say.
asking for it.
That's what he did
He
say.
told me. He reached out. He was like, "Kill me,
You're on
finish
deck.
it."
He's there killing.
I'll just go ahead and scooch a little bit. Try and get towards the next jar.
All right, perfect. You see you kind of start moving up toward the bookshelf at the center of the room. Careful to watch your feet as the swirling fey portal below, kind of casting away some of the smell you actually love, the rotting decay of this location.
Gross.
And in that moment, you kind of look across the way and you see Fellow Ferrari on the far side of the room. You've seen Pickles run up and strike this thing. It's now lashed to the chest of Lucian, floating over the swirling portal. What do you do?
I try to cook this goose and send a motherfucking lightning bolt.
Dude, dope. Yes.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
all right.
Throw a wooden spoon or something.
You do have the crystal, the Fey crystal,
Yeah.
if you want. Okay, so you cast the spell through that. Remember, if you use your sorcery point to change it to a different type of damage, you would activate that crystal and you would get a free roll on the wild magic table.
Oh, do it.
So what kind of damage do you want to change it to? Obviously necrotic is bad, but there's like fire, frost, whatever, ice, there is
Holy.
you can change it. I don't think you can change it to
Can it be
radiant.
like holy radiant or holy
Can you change
radiant?
it to force?
It
Nothing.
can't be force. I think it's like specifically elemental, so it's like instead of lightning, it's fire or water or air.
Could it be poison?
Poison.
Oh, I'm in
Poison.
But yeah, if you want to, you do have this fake shard that it's like specifically kind of for moments like this. You could cast through the shard of pure Fey energy, and if you just change, if you use your, just want to give it the right name. If you use your meta magic ability to transmute the spell, you can turn. Here you go. You can turn it into acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder.
Holy shit.
Ooh, okay.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, I wanna acid those babies.
Yeah.
All right, splash you
burn
some
away.
acid.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said
Classy.
that. Oh, yeah.
Some assy.
I didn't do this. It is also resistant to acid damage. I'm sorry.
No!
I'm sorry. It is.
Who made this jar?
But because you have, okay, again, just to describe this,
Change
you
it
have
into horse shit.
you have what's called the
damage.
Feywild shard. You guys see this glistening stone, this crystal that's full of the sunset colors of the Feywild sky, evoking whispers of emotional memories as you've all, felt through its powers. You see the spell casted through it, which is this crackling bomb of acid lightning bolt, this acid bolt.
Acid
Oh, that's
lightning.
dope. This acid shock bolt shoots through and blasts against the glass frame. So you can roll on the wild magic search table. So you're gonna, here, I'm gonna give you these two. Roll these, and then tell me what you get.
Okay.
It's tens, and then you know how the D100 works. If not.
600. Wait.
So it'd be like 60, and then the other one would be
66.
okay, 66.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Then 30 feet.
Oh fuck.
I'm
Is
sorry.
that everybody?
10, 20, 30. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's everybody. All right. The fallow Ferrari, you cast this spell, and this bolt of acid magic crackles from within you. But then you see, as the Feywild energies trickle up, the smell of your old restaurant, that lingering wild magic that's floating in your body. The lightning bolt is summoned still. You see it shoots off in all directions from your center. As you cast a lightning bolt that targets 3 creatures that you choose within 30 feet of you.
Oh.
One of those can be the Necrocore, but not all of them.
What are those two?
So you have to choose 2 other targets. There's a skeleton in the room. There's a skeleton holding 2 jars at the
There's
steps.
jars? There's jars?
There's jars. It does say creatures, so the jars are not yet
What
creatures.
about not yet? But that yet is what bothers me.
I didn't say yet.
How
What
about
are you
those-
talking about? You're crazy.
Bloodhounds. Or
Are they bloodhound
Statues with red ruby eyes.
oh,
Yeah.
Okay. We've dealt with those before.
And each square is
Yeah.
how many feet?
5,
5
yes.
feet, and it's a 30 feet radius.
Yes, 30 foot. So you choose 3 creatures within 30 feet of you. One of them can be the Necrocore.
Can
Okay,
it be
definitely
any-
doing one as the
Can
Necrocore.
it be anybody behind him? Like anybody in the group?
We did see there was like an obscuring mist, but for
okay.
hilarity's sake, if you want to do that, I'm down with it.
Are you gonna kill a physio?
Have a higher charisma, bro. There's also skeletons.
I'm
There's
gonna hit one. I'm gonna hit the skeleton.
on the steps.
Yeah, I'll be the one on the steps. I'm sorry.
It's like trying to catch the shit. Get out of
He's
here.
just got the 2 jars. Just.
You have to choose one more.
Jeez. Okay.
So mean, Brandon.
you can just hit
Could I
me.
accidentally hit Lucian?
It's fine.
You can accidentally hit Lucian. All right, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna roll 4d10. So it's these. This one? Yeah, these. They're kind of like
Yeah.
lemon-looking guys.
Yeah.
So roll 4 of these.
Okay.
You can use those ones.
Great.
And then just tell me what you
But
get.
not
Don't worry about the double
this
decimal on that.
Oh
one.
yeah, my bad.
Oh yeah, here. You need one more.
Yeah, sorry.
Just the one. Yeah, there
No,
you
it's
go.
fine.
Sweet.
All right, so this is how much damage those 3 things take.
3.
10. What is that? 6?
9.
9. Sorry.
19.
10.
10.
Another 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
29 damage. You see this blast of wild magic arc out of this strange fey crystal that it's like that fellow's actually having a hard time holding on to.
Ooh, 3.
Lucian, I'm so sorry.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh my gosh. So I will cater your next birthday.
I won't live that long, you
You'll get a card.
29?
You're gonna get a card. It's gonna have a gift card from my restaurant.
You're gonna give me 29 hit points?
If you stay there long enough.
Fuck.
All right, so 29. I believe
Yes? Yes is dust, right? I don't think he has that many hit points. No. All right, so you see Yes is like reaching
even
out
with
to catch Lucian, and
is
Fellows
now
like,
no.
I don't think so. And strikes him off into the dust of the Feywild. You see another bolt as he's like, he shoots the glass. But then, unfortunately, because the glass is connected through the pseudopod, the lightning
it's
bolt
connected to my
flows
chest
through
still, right?
and burns your chest. I'm not going to make you double take that. That's just the narrative reason for why that happened.
I swear it's the first time it's ever happened. It's never
I'm
happened
so
before
glad
like
you
that.
wanted to show us what you could do. I got a super good taste of it.
It also took 29 damage.
That's
Oh,
good.
nice. That's
Okay.
good.
Plus,
Hey,
there's an upside.
You cast it acid bolt. Okay, so it's 6d8 or 8d6. So it's 8 of these guys. Here's 4.
Oh.
6, 7,
Yeah.
8. Go ahead and roll all those.
Oh shit.
It does that much acid damage. Just roll all at once.
Okay.
And then
Let's do it this way.
Oh my god.
Cool. I'm just gonna shout these out. 1, 5, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3.
all right, so 21.
This is bullshit.
It takes half. But fellow Ferrari, what do? You killed it.
Yes!
So you get to describe, and you can take as much narrative flair as you want with this moment. This is your first what do you do with us? But this is where you get to use the paintbrush a little bit. Paint this moment. Lucian is like suspended in the air. You've casted this weird crackling lightning bolt, but suddenly this arcing jet of acid shoots at him. What happens?
Okay, so I'm casting the spell, right? It's like this electric.
It's electric.
Acid. I'm repeating the same things you are to give a picture of it. Just like a sweet aroma of citrus fills the air. And this thing's a glass, correct? Mm-hmm. It's like a glass, bulb thing. It starts to crack and melt from the acid. Is somebody inside of it? There's somebody inside of it,
Yes,
right?
there's two souls within it.
my
One
friend.
of the
One of
fallen.
them's my
Now you don't
friend.
know all of this, but you are attuned to magic and you're doing this cool thing. So you would see that there's two spirits, one clearly benevolent, one evil.
I already said that he wants to die, though. My buddy that's in there, he said just end it.
Okay. So as it starts to shatter, it falls to the ground as the glass turns into acid, completely just drowning them and slowly disintegrating them.
You see the black shadow, melting, trying to hold its form as little swirls of black sludge off, and it's still reaching out. You see the little hand reaches forward, and suddenly the slime starts spilling away, and you see the spectral hand of Castidian. Lucian, end it, brother. Send me to the better place.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Achoo.
Just kidding.
It splashes on him, and just as the ichor that had permeated his spirit was dripped away by the acid, so too now, by this holy water, spills away. And as he burns with this radiant energy, you see he looks up at you, and he smiles. Thank you, brother. Bring them home. Save them from my torment.
Any idea how to do that? Oh, you're gone.
You see, it comes back. I'm like, what was that?
Oh,
I
wait.
could just end that second question.
I thought you were gone. Shit. I missed him again.
So you kind of look around, you look down at the necrocore now dissolved away from you. The blood dripping from the ceiling freezes in the air.
I guess it's better than dripping, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You see suddenly it starts shaking
I do not like that.
and pulling up in the opposite direction. Dropping at the rate of anti-gravity as the whole room around you starts shifting at your feet. You look up in the sky and you see the looming figure of that shadow, the Bloodhound himself, the same statue that you had destroyed. You see his hand reaching down once more as it had when it grasped Enra and pulled her away.
No!
You see the hand grabs onto the frame of the world itself. You
see it pierce through all 3 veils, the Shadowfell, the Feywild, and the Prime Material Plane. And he turns it. And you feel the entire world beneath you shifting the other way. What? You see the stones around you that writhe with that strange psychic energy now spill blood from their cracks. The pools of water gathered from rainfall in the world around you are now pools of blood, with strange black creatures drinking of their waters. You look around and now it is indeed the Feywild that sits in the sky, opposed to you in the other place. But you are all now standing in the Bloodhound's sepulcher, in its imprint in the plane of shadow. You look forward, you see him standing there, and you see a pink psychic dagger slash across its throat.
Fuck yeah.
How'd I get that?
It falls. And you see standing there, Enra, her wings still singeing, but thousands of psychic blades spinning all around her form. And that's where we're gonna pick it up next time, guys.
Kidding.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? I have my taped up here.
Damn.
All right, dope, dude. Lightning bolt, and you got to do an extra 40-10. So you did like 86 and 40-10 damage with one spell. Wild magic can get crazy, and I thought that Feywild chart is like,
It was fun.
let's just roll the dice, baby.
Yeah.
I love it.
Wow.
You fucked it up. Wow.
All right, guys, we
My first lightning bolt.
Yeah.
first lightning bolt.
you
That's a
killed
big
it.
moment in sorcerer's
First night for
world.
what?
Very excited
we go.
to do it.
It's a marvelous.
I will smoke that.
Splashy assy.
Splashy assy.
Guys, we will be obviously Eric will not be with us when we come back from break. He will be interchangeably in with our cast as we move forward, but we'll explain all that narratively, obviously, in a fun and juicy way. Of
course.
But we are going to be dark next week. I hate saying it, but it is the truth. Like I said, I'm planning on setting up some like playlists of reruns just to kind of maybe catch some people on times that they don't really see the show. Like I said, if you're ever on Twitch and you want to throw us up and help us, kind of welcome people into the circle, we really appreciate that. This was freaking awesome.
This was awesome. Also, on our day off too, just remember we're also going to be doing Extra Life.
Extra Life.
July
July
1st.
1st.
Eric's also going to be doing it.
Yeah.
He's going to be with Bleach when they come on. So, Extra Life is a 24-hour stream that benefits St. Rose Dominican Hospitals locally for us. You can make donations and all that stuff. I'll post information in the Discord.
And as will we, and we will be setting it up
Yeah.
right after this crazy tech week. I
Yeah. But we're gonna be doing that on July 1st. Popping in as part of that. I know he wants us to either run some sort of one shot or play some sort of silly video
We'll do
game.
something fun,
But
not a
it's
scary game.
not a scary game.
not scary.
I refuse.
So, but you can check on the guy that's putting it all together. That's running all the streams and he's incredible. He's got this whole spreadsheet. It's Tony Blue 87. You can kind of watch
Tony
him
with
as
a
he
Y.
gets everything on Twitch. Yeah.
Tony,
Blue.
Tony, I was just saying.
Tony, yeah. Tony Blue 87.
Gotta shout
and it's you can check in on him as he gets everything together and puts all the graphics up and plays through a bunch of old
I
games.
hung with him on his first stream and we had a great time. He's playing a lot of classic games. He's
Yep.
going through his backlog and stuff, but he
He's
has
playing
that
good shit, too,
Has that
like
love
Vector
and appreciation.
Man.
Vector Man, baby. We were talking Bucky. I actually have a group of friends called the Bucky Crew because of that Bucky LASIK game.
That's cool.
But he's a great friend of the show as well. So and
Yeah.
keep an eye out. We'll be doing some Extra Life stuff, gaming for goodness.
Yeah, and then if you're in town in Vegas and you want to do improv or learn improv or have anything to do with improv, please check out Bleach, right?
Check
Yeah,
out
that's right. Yeah.
Bleach.
We just started classes, but we're gonna have more classes added pretty soon. So
Good.
always check the
Okay.
website.
Yeah, and then coming up next week, we're coming because it will be dark, so you won't get to see it.
Tempest.
Starting next Thursday, the Tempest with the Nevada Shakespeare Festival. Come catch Bam doing some of it. I'm actually I'm very proud of this performance so far. I actually think
You're Fraser Crane.
I get to do. There's 2 lines that I do as Fraser Crane as possible,
I'm stoked.
and I'm very excited to unleash that on the public.
Hell yeah.
Guys, this was a blast. Eric, I hope you had so much fun. This was such a blast. to
Thanks,
play.
Eric.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, man.
Thanks, dude.
I'll be here next week, guys.
You'll be. Sorry, Nicole, you can't have your chair back. But guys, so we will be, like I said, we'll be dark for a week, but then we'll be back with a vengeance with some crazy. We're in the Shadowfell right now, so shit's gonna get crazy. Guys, we do have us a little ritual we like to do around here. Maybe you heard about it, maybe you
haven't. But we like to take a lighter, like this electric green right here. Make sure we're not gonna light any of our friends, family, or household pets on fire and go. Lighters up. Ooh. Thanks so much for playing D&D with us, guys. Check out the Patreon, check out the merch store, check out Tony, check out Extra Life, check out yourself in the mirror because you're beautiful.
yourself.
Check out your butt.
Check out your
Look at that.
butt.
Oh my
Check
god.
on yourself.
Check on yourself. Check out yourself.
Be there
into
for each
yourself.
other. Make
Check
shit.
it.
Check.
Have
check,
fun.
Check it out.
Write
We love
that
you
check.
guys.
Check's cash.
We love you, buds. We love you. We love you.